get started. Okay, and let me cut this off because a lot of times you can't hear with this on. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is doing a-okay. We're going to begin with the title, The Enemy You Can't See Coming. Sometimes you do not see the enemy coming. Sometimes you don't know if the enemy is there, but you can see the enemy with your physical eye. You can see the enemy with your physical eye. Now you have a spiritual eye. Some of y'all don't have that gift. Some of y'all don't know the gift that you possess. Even if you're not in the church, for some reason, sometimes you have that gift. There are different types of gifts. But one thing about an enemy, sometimes your enemy know you more than you probably know yourself. You have to be careful how you doing, foot soldier. You have to understand that the invisible enemy comes in many forms. Comes in with a disease. Also, it can be a person, or it can be the freak of nature, or it can be a man-made deadly element. Sometimes man can create a disease, okay? And they have these disease factories. Some of them may have it, and they have it where they create a disease, allegedly, create a disease, and turn right back around. We're going to make a cure for it. But why make it in the first place? That's how evil man is. But sometimes men are good too. Some men don't know what they want to be. Some men don't know if they want to be a real man or they want to be the other thing. A bone collector. A man want to be something instead of what God created him to be. That's different when you born of it. You feel what I'm saying. To have two organs, if you know what I'm going at. Trey Bridges, foot soldier, again, how y'all doing? Because this enemy will sit there, he right there, she right there in your face. Put no trust in no man. Man should pray always. The scripture tells you that. You got some enemies that you say, oh man, that's my good friend. You show them pictures, you tell them where you stay, you invite them over to your house amongst your family. You know what a spy is, an invisible enemy. You don't know that until it's too late. Expect the unexpected. Your mama can be your enemy. What? Why would that be? My mama loved me. She birthed me. True. But your mama can be jealous of you. Your brother can be jealous of you. You get good grades. You see what I'm saying? You playing football. He doing something maliciously. Lie on you. Even go to your enemies to sell you out for some Spanish doubloons, for some gold, for some silver. I'm just saying. You get outside of the YouTube. You making a whole lot of money. You saving your money. Parents, your parents backing you up. Say, look at what they doing with the little money we gave them. And then look at the other one. Look how he just spending it on women and girls. But look at it. Look at the other son. Look at number 2 son. Look out for the second son. Look at number 2 son. We got 2 sons. Just using an example. The oldest boy, he turned around, took his money, he spent it, and he looking for more on women and booze, buying fancy cars. But here's son number 2. He doing good. He take his money, make a business, and still got some money on the way. He ain't got to borrow money, he ain't got to beg for no money. But son number 1, he's jealous. He sabotaged his brother's business. The brother didn't know it. The brother thinking, oh, my brother got me. I told the brother the combination to my locks and everything because I love my brother. We born from the same clothes. We born from the same woman. You got to understand, look out for the invisible enemy. And found out his brother was his enemy all the time. And you said, well, how come my brother's doing me like that? But the people that is not my blood treat me with more love. And Jesus would tell you that with the centurion. He said, would you save my daughter? She's sick. Would you save my damsel? Jesus said, you got more faith. I never seen so much a greater faith. Not even his own family, his own people, children of Israel. Looked like back then in the old day, the children of Israel, the chosen ones, but they was doing wrong too. And when Jesus came, it made it even. So Paul had to preach. Peter preached to Cornelius. Look out for the invisible enemy. Judas was one of them. What wasn't he? But he was an invisible enemy. Y'all got to look out for him. I'm just saying. Hey, Monica. Hey, Rose Gold. Nah, Rose Gold. I tried to hit you up because I wanted to really talk to you. But I will talk to you after the live. Yes, Eric Brown have secrets. Certain ones know Eric secrets. Some don't. But you got to watch the invisible enemy because you might be talking to him. You don't tell everybody you see what I'm saying? But the invisible enemy will let you know. And when you got a friend and you talking to them and they don't give you a chance to talk, and they get mad when you correct them. But now when they correct you, they ain't mad. But as soon as you correct them on what they told you, you ask questions. You know, foot soldier, ask questions on what you just said and they get mad at you. They will attack your friends. They're not attacking you. So I'm saying I'm looking out for you, but don't just look out for me because you got an enemy. Look out for me when your friends attack me. And then when you say, wait a minute, Eric Brown, shut up, Eric Brown. You saying stuff, you ain't put a name on it. But at the same time, these folk dogging you. But Eric Brown, you don't let that bother you. Why? Because you got a life outside of YouTube. They are so mixed up, Rose Gold, they mind so squashed like scrambled egg, they don't realize reality from fake. People talk about you. People dox you. How do they know what to talk about? How they know folks' name? Sometimes you may talk to the invisible enemy telling them all your business. Somebody put your parents or put your family picture out here, putting out your true identity. They jealous. That is the invisible enemy. You didn't realize who it was until it's too late. How do they know what to talk about? Because you had confidence in somebody. You was in trouble. Your mind is hurting. You know what I'm saying? Joy, chit chat. Your mind is hurting. and you thought you could rely on somebody, and then you start crying and you feeling bad. And you know what they do, Joy? They talk about you like dirt. They talk about you like dog. I know because I've been through it and I'm still going through it. Enemies all around us, but we right there where you least expect it. I had to tell you, look, I said it then, I'm gonna say it again. Whether you like it, you don't like it, don't listen, don't have to. Look out who you call friend. Because your friend is going back talking to somebody they think they can trust, and somebody around the corner, Rose Gold, is listening. And when they listening, they go back and say something. Then that's where the fight gets in. Well, I told you, I only told you, but you didn't realize somebody was listening. The enemy that you can't see. You love your mom. You love your daddy, but they betrayed you. They trained you, taught you, and you taught mom and daddy. You talked to mom and daddy, and you asked them questions on what they just said. I know what y'all finna say. Eric, my mom and dad ain't my enemy. My grandmama ain't my enemy. Yes, your family is pretty much party. Sometimes your enemy. Yeah, I hate to say it too. I'm gonna tell you like I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I will take care of you. I will take care of you. You can stay with me. They tell you that, Rose Gold. You got a job. You got some money, right? I'm gonna use an example, Rose Gold. You got money. Okay? You can hit the oh, wait a minute. I'm okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Hey, Rose Gold. You can, y'all know what I'm saying. You can do what you do, but you gotta watch even on the job. Your boss, enemy, interviewer. You tell them a few things, you don't want to tell them too much. The co-worker, y'all ride together. You see what I'm saying? Y'all help each other out. I need some gas. Oh, I got you. Then you start to trust. See, sometimes when people die or somebody hurt you, you don't think, you like, oh, I'm hurt. And you start crying. And next thing you know, you start emptying yourself. Then the enemy sitting there just laughing. But they don't show the face. They don't show you they laughing. I'm just saying, y'all. People is people. Be prepared. You gonna see it again. Oh, Rose Gold, go ahead. How you doing? Oh, Kay, hey. I think I spoke to you, Kay. Hey, Kay. Hey, Joy. Rose Gold.
All is well. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. How you been doing?
God is good all the
Amen.
time.
Yes.
You in trouble again, Eric?
No, because Eric ain't in no trouble. It's just something. Just earlier, somebody put me into something. I'm like, wait a minute now. What's this? Something. This thing they call stuck. They said stuck on stupid, but you know the name. The name. You know, it is what it is. Said something about I know something about somebody's child. Or I know something about somebody stalking somebody. Eric talked to him on the phone. Eric don't know nothing. Eric ain't trying to know nothing. The only thing Eric is knowing is his real life situation. That's the only thing Eric know. That's the only thing Eric thinking about. Eric ain't thinking about what somebody else doing. I can pray for somebody, but shoot, I talk to a whole lot of folks.
Well,
I
how
can't
did your
help it.
name get thrown in it?
Shoes, I guess because I don't know. My
Now,
name, it just
keep in mind, I'm just asking you questions.
no,
That's
it's
all.
okay. No, you good. Cause I'm like you. I'm like, huh? I ain't know nothing about it. And when I started hearing folks say something about it, I'm like, oh, okay. Now, first thing I thought about it, it was funny. It was Eric, you stalking, or Eric stalking. Then it was Eric, you know who's stalking. So I'm like, I was thinking about after I got off the live and I was talking to somebody. I said, wait a minute. Either I'm stalking or I know who's stalking. And stalking
Stalk?
who?
Are you
Stalk.
saying stalking?
Stalking, yeah. I'm
Stalking. Okay.
stalking somebody, or let me see what they said. What Calypso said, what did he say? Oh, and Eric knows who's stalking. He on the phone. So I'm like, okay, that's new. Eric don't
Did
know
you
nothing.
just call that man Calypso?
Yeah, because when you look at stuck sucks, as we call it, he got lips. He's sticking his lips out, licking them. Then he got a big tongue. I said, "Oh, this is a nasty." So
Oh
when I
my
hear him talk,
gosh.
I say, "Oh, it's one of those dudes with the flaky arm. Yeah, it's one of them." I said, "Okay, a bone collector. Okay, a man that don't know what
Had
he's
you and
doing."
him ever had any interactions though?
No, I don't know this thing. I don't know.
None whatsoever.
No,
Oh,
I don't know this monster. I do not know what this gritty gum individual. I don't know who he is or what, but I'm like, mm-mm. But all of a sudden, you got to put my initials in your chat, and you gonna talk, and then you gonna say, "Oh, and that's why I unsubscribe." Please do. Please unsubscribe. I beg you. Thank you for unsubscribing. You made my day. Please. There's a lot of them don't want to talk to Eric. There's a lot of them don't like Eric Brown. They can't now they can say, well, Eric did this. Okay, you got no proof? What did Eric do to you? Nothing. Have Eric curse you out or Eric talk about your mama, daddy, your dog, your horse? Eric, nope, Eric Brown ain't said nothing about okay. But Eric Brown did something to you. Oh, Eric Brown, no. So I'm trying to figure either Eric Brown stalking or, well, either Eric Brown knows somebody stalking. So now you're
you
lying. So
know,
you don't,
that's a serious. Those are serious accusations.
yeah, they
Um,
serious. And I'm
wait a
just
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's very serious to put out here on someone,
right.
particularly that you haven't had any interaction with. So, where
Exactly.
would he be getting or potentially receiving this information from?
I don't know, but
Did you listen to the video?
I listened to his video, yeah, and from what people been saying, allegedly, I guess he was over at 2300s, one of her subscribers. So I don't know, really, I don't know. So I'm like, man, wait a minute. So I don't, like I said, I don't know, dude. So when you saying stuff like that, now you gotta have proof. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then on top of that, if the police knock at my door, then I'm looking and say, what's going on?
Oh my
And
God.
I'm just saying, no, they didn't. But I'm just saying, when you make accusations, so you know somebody lying. Because anytime somebody say that you are, and then turn around and say, oh, you know who? So which is it? You see what I'm saying? Or you just saying that to get views? That's the whole thing. That's what I had told Monica. And I tell anybody, a lot of folks just want views. They try to set you up. They ain't about nothing. Don't nobody like them. And if you go look at their views, they very low. Sometimes we all got mine is low, medium, high sometimes.
Well, it's always the ones, excuse me, that discuss their disdain for a certain group of people, but
Right.
they're always watching.
They
So,
watching.
you got to keep going. You're doing good, sir. Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Riley, you're doing good with your shorts. You're doing good with your cooking. I wouldn't, if you don't, you don't have anything to be concerned about as long as these are just false.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are false
Right.
accusations. Now, if it were true, like you just said, so you would have already suffered the consequences of it. I just think that's really foul for people to do that, and they
Right.
don't know. They're just grasping for straws just to say something, all for the YouTube.
Right. Right. Because when somebody says something about stalking, that's when I was in somebody's live. And when somebody mentioned about stalking, and I'm like, stalking, then that's when I made the video. So I made the video because I tell anybody, if somebody's stalking, that's serious. In person, in your real life, yes, that you have to call the police, file charges. And if you know who it is. But you talking about somebody stalking you on YouTube, you got to understand other people, like other folk uh comment creator, sometimes you can go in somebody live. You like them. But they also like your enemy. And sometimes, and I meant to tell you this, I saw you in 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 somebody live. It was so funny how you
You
did
saw
it.
me.
I saw you using Meechie Live that day. I was tripping my butt off, and you was in there talking, and you said something about getting ready for the ceremony and stuff. And I just looked at it long, and all of a sudden, not sorry, when somebody came in there, then I looked and I kept looking because I looked at the replay, and as I looked, I didn't see you no more. I said, I like the way you did that. You slid up out of there. You already know because when you in there and then somebody else coming like, oh shoot.
Lord, let me tell you, when the lion gets bored, she moves, okay?
Right,
So
right,
I don't have to announce that I'm leaving. I don't
right.
have to announce that I'm there. It's just like I
Exactly.
do what I want to do because I'm signed to me, okay? But yeah,
Amen.
and if I don't rock with you, there's no reason that I'm going to even acknowledge you. Like you
Right,
don't
right.
exist.
Because
You don't
sometimes
exist.
hey, Scorpion Mama, sometimes I just sit there and watch people. Because, like I was saying earlier, like that invisible enemy, that enemy that you can't see, that be right there in your family. And then you next minute know somebody say, well, how do you know that? Well, I was just saying so. And you be like, wait a minute. I told what you call. Then you have to sit back and then you like, how you, and then tell you, well, I just found out. Well, I just heard some things. Then you go to the source and ask them and sometimes they'll break down and say, "Wait, I did mention." Okay, you can't do that. Sometimes you have to keep your mouth closed, and then sometimes you have to say. And sometimes Rose Gold, you just gotta talk to somebody because sometimes the stuff be on you just gotta say it. And you're like, hey, this is just between you and me. Don't say nothing,
Right.
because you can't trust everybody. But when you find out who your associates is, especially when you're on YouTube and you find out who it is, and you be like, wow, really? You mean to
I
tell?
think it's a fine line between YouTube associates and real life associations. See,
Mm-hmm.
even though we want to apply the same morals, values, and principles to online strangers, we can't. You know
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you meet someone and you really develop a, a a pretty solid association and friendship or a kinship, whatever it is.
Right.
But you got to be mindful and you got to, be careful. And speaking of that, it seems to me that every time you tell somebody, don't say nothing, that's when
Mm-hmm.
they say something.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
weird because it
Right.
should be one of the principles that you live by. Stop speaking on everyone else's business
Right.
and you won't have to worry about um well, Rose Gold Lovely said this or Rose Gold Lovely said that. And remember, I told you not to say nothing. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't say anything anyway.
Yeah. And sometimes even when you don't you can talk to them, and then that'll be a common courtesy. Say, hey, wait a minute, Rose gonna tell you this, or if Foot Soldier say this, not to go back and tell so what so said. Next minute, know some go out and then he said, well, why did you tell? You didn't tell me not to tell you. Don't nobody should not to tell you. They were talking to you. If
People
somebody
are
would
still
ask you,
operating. They'd be
mm-hmm,
operating on under the gossip spirit. So
mm-hmm,
that's what it is. If you're not gossiping or you don't know how to manage the level of gossiping that you're doing, you probably should scale back and not do it so much. But
right, right,
I'm just me. I'm just Rose Gold Lovely. I live
mm-hmm,
by a set of rules and things of
right,
that nature. But yeah, just keep your mouth closed. Too
yeah,
much drama. It
yeah,
is too much drama, but a lot of them like that. They're just still there. We can't, that's when you have to decide, do I want to continue to associate with someone like that?
right,
No.
yeah,
You have to chop down the association. You don't be talking to them about everything.
yes,
Did,
that's
didn't
right.
we learn this like season 3, season
Yeah,
2?
yeah, episode 5. Yep,
Right. We learned this already.
yeah,
We should be repeating the same lessons. That
yeah.
means you didn't learn from it.
Yeah, well, see, first of all, hey Kiwi, hey Favalisa, the problem with that is also is that even when they learn it, they trying to get subs, they trying to get views, and they would just pick on somebody. They just start talking, so they want you to respond. I already know the bad trap. Okay, stupid, stuck, stank breath, whatever his name is.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
problem is that he Okay, I'm sorry about the stank breath. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no,
But
no, no. Do your thing.
the
Pop, pop
thing
off, pop off.
is,
I have nothing to say.
the weirdest stuff. I can't stand it. Every time I talk to you, I start laughing. But it's just, it's just the thing is they try to set a trap. Even with they was talking about the merging of the community, and they talking about that. I said sometimes you have to listen to them, look at them. Some of them will want to say something about you so bad that they want you to respond to some of the stuff don't make no sense. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, you said I did this, I did that. Okay, now it's up to everybody else to decide. Well, I'm not going to talk to Eric Brown because he says that. Okay, well, fine, bye. I'm like you, Rose. Go. Okay, bye. It's
It's
okay.
so elementary. Before you continue, may I say something?
Go ahead.
I want to give a sincere moment of prayer for Angel in Dallas. Sweetie,
Oh,
we've only had chat interactions, and I am keeping her lifted in prayer. And I just want to do a quick moment of silence. Amen. With that
mm-hmm.
being said,
Mm-hmm.
there's this females on this YouTube that ran around bullying her for the longest. I didn't like it. I'm not gonna ever tolerate bullying,
Mm-hmm.
let alone cyberbullying. I think it's weak. I think it's pathetic, and I think people that do that really need to go seek help. Like
Right,
seriously,
right.
uh, pick on someone your own age, own size, own mentality, similar mentality. Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a no. So and
Right.
when I look at it now, it's coming full circle, and that's why I'm bringing this up because now Angel is ill. So
Oh,
you
okay.
have to be mindful of how you treat people. I know the anger gets the best of us, and we want to curse or something out, and we want to do
Mm-hmm.
this. But see, that's selling your soul for clicks and views.
That's
Now, I
true.
can't ever imagine selling my soul, but I know I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to do it for no clicks and views.
I know that's real. Yeah, yeah. No, you ain't lying.
Like,
Thanks,
come
Joy.
on.
Let me say this right quick. Thanks, Joy, Lisa, and Kay Bridges. Thank you for your prayers because the only thing that is sad is when you arguing with an individual that ain't talking about nothing. Especially when a song gonna show you and talk about your home, your house, where you stay at, show your neighborhood and your house, and call themselves ladies. And I don't understand it. And but you get mad. Oh, Eric Brown talking about me. Okay, if you keep saying Eric Brown talking about me, then they must be saying, oh, okay, it must be true then. Don't be studying Eric Brown I don't listen to Eric Brown. Oh, okay, it is what it is. And then I remember when they said something about what they said about Angel. She prejudiced. And then Reckless said something that really got me. Reckless said, wait a minute. How in the world a woman prejudiced and she had a wrench in your chat? When did a woman become prejudiced? Ooh, I said, no, man, no. I said, it do make sense. That makes sense what you're saying. I said, that's a good question. But when you say, oh, they prejudiced, okay. Well, then you have to look, because sometimes black folks are prejudiced against other black folks. They don't just start with
Sometimes.
white.
Just say
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Well, most of, well, it is what it is. It's in between, but
I'm
they
sorry. I
do.
didn't mean to curse. I'm trying not to curse on your platform. Sometimes, yeah, no. More like more than not.
Cause I'm just listening at the way they carry on and what they say and the names they call you, the N word. I said, oh man, wait a minute. Ooh, I said, man, these folk up here is rough. But it is what it is. They like the ones that abuse them, they give them more respect. See, they
Yeah,
would
that's
give
that battered wife syndrome that people have. And I hate to do it like that. Let me just say, uh, uh, abuse. They're used to the abuse of life. They're used to being abused and talked to any kind of way. So
right,
they continue to be around someone that's going to treat them badly or harshly, in opposed to someone who treats them with the utmost respect and treat them like kings or queens. We can't fault them for that,
right.
but if you know, you know. if you want to make change, make the change. Don't stay stuck in that victim mentality. Become a
Right.
victor, not a
Right.
victim.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Cause I be like, man, I even see it in my last live about the husbands and the wife in YouTube, especially
thank
the
you, Joy Stockholm.
yeah, Joy is stupid. Ooh, Joy is silly. But yeah, I was just saying because a lot of times, if you married and you happy, you would bring good things and good tidings. But look like some of them that ain't doing so good in their marriage, they bring a lot of hatred and fighting and stuff. Well, wait a minute, ain't you married? And then you think if you in the house, and I know your husband, if he ain't on YouTube, I know he listening and probably just, ooh, you still in there, huh?
Well, marriage is hard enough, and I always live by this. There's no way marriage, relationships, all that is difficult enough,
Mm-hmm.
depending. So, and we're not going to even talk about the divorce. Said two
Ooh.
parties decide to separate or divorce, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine. I'm very private when it comes to my personal life in terms
Right.
of who I'm with. So I couldn't imagine people being all in my business if me and that person just decided not to be together anymore. Oh Lord, child.
Mm.
Mm.
Ooh-wee. And
Yeah, that I can't do that. So I don't speak on anyone's marriage,
Mhm.
relationships, or anything like that. I just try to stay unbiased in my opinion because I just be wanting people to work it out.
Yeah. And then, like you said, you have to keep that. Some things you have to keep under wrap because the more people learn about it, when they get mad at you, they start putting your family up and start putting up your business. You like, wow, really? That really
Yeah,
bothers you that bad?
in an attempt to embarrass you. Joy,
Mhm.
I know you have.
And what made
I really sincerely keep you in my prayers because you're a Leo. See, if you was any other sign, I would just give you regular prayers. Okay, let's
mm,
keep this.
wait,
Let me be, let me be
wait a minute, you
straight
tell
and
me
clear.
Joy is a lioness too? Oh, God, to be more careful. That crazy. Ooh, that boy Chit Chat so funny to me when she play that music. Ooh, she know what I'm talking about. I said, that Joy is stupid. Ooh, yeah, it can be something else though. Man, folk can turn you be like, man, I shouldn't have messed with this. And oh man, I shouldn't have said this. Oh man, good grief. Then
Yeah,
like you said, they
we
try
all
to
have
brag.
a lot of regrets by some action or words or said some form or another on these YouTube streets.
Mhm,
Um, that's what life is about.
mhm.
You gonna go through some things, but the problem is if you don't make those changes, you gonna keep going through it.
Yeah, you
You
gonna keep
gotta
a lot
look
of
at
money goes
yourself in the
around.
mirror. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and make those changes.
Right. It's like a
Period.
merry-go-round. You going around and around. It's about time to get off because doing the same thing every day, it ain't getting it. Sometimes you have to get off. And sometimes people can make you so mad. They want you to respond. And when you don't respond, they make it even worse. But then when they try to embarrass you, that's what tripped me out. They don't realize they just embarrass themselves. They tell them folk right off, okay, so you do him like that. And he didn't do nothing to you, but you started doing him like that, putting all his business out there. So when you get mad at me, you're gonna do me the same way. They don't realize you just telling off on yourself.
Now, do you see how you just said? I'm sorry.
No, go
Sidebar.
ahead. You
Do you
good?
see how you just used the word worser?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was in school, worser didn't exist. There was no
Mm-hmm.
such thing, and it was always worse. That's it. You can't get no worse. Okay.
Yeah.
Worser
Or
has
more.
recently become so much of a phenomenon that they have added it to the dictionary, child. I just be
Woo!
sitting back like, no, don't do that. I'm sorry. It still
No,
just
no,
bothers
no,
me.
you good, you good, you good. Cause you good at your English and how you put your punctuation. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of us need to be corrected. Some people ain't gonna take it, but I can take it. I can understand. Cause some words would trip me out, like when you say gaslight. I said when I was younger, I ain't never heard that word until I got on YouTube.
Right.
Like,
It's
gaslight.
2023. They just making all kind of changes, child. It's crazy. It's insane.
Mm-mm. Woo wee. Like I said, you got to watch out for these invisible people. And some people, you be like, well, that was my friend. That was your friend. Your friend just told everything else off on you. That's all that is. You got some folks, man, you cool with, and they get mad because you talk about their friend on YouTube or associate rather. But then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then you's like, I don't understand. They dogged you. They dog most of the people in their chat. They dog. But Eric Brown said something. Once Eric Brown started saying something about the Queen of Spain, next minute know, all of a sudden the other
But
folks
you,
start. I'm
yeah,
like, wait a minute, I ain't saying nothing about you. I was talking to you.
you
Then they
said the
start
queen of who?
Queen of Spades. Then they start telling you what to say, what to do. Talk. Stop saying y'all. They stop. Wait a minute. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't have to listen to the way Eric talk. That's how I talk.
But this time I mean, I'm just speaking of this particular uh alleged incident. I don't even know what to
Right.
call this crap no more. You didn't say anything about anyone, did you?
No. Mm-mm. But
I'm sorry, this is very strange. Someone needs to clarify this.
right, yeah. And then the thing is, where's your proof at? Because you look mighty funny just talking and you ain't got no proof. You just talking. You just have made up something. So people can look at me, but then when it boils down, they know what type of dude I am. That's why I don't worry about it. I sit there and laugh because you sit there and made up something that you don't even know what you're talking about.
What
I
type of
said,
dude are you, Eric?
huh?
You said because of what type of dude you are. What kind of dude are you?
I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm
Well,
just a guy that say what I see. Some things I don't say nothing about, but I just talk when need be. So that's why I tell them. And I was when I was in my live, that's what I was tripping off how people's lounge say, "Yep, you got to do the same thing." I don't tell these folks what to do, but when I get on my channel, I talk how I want to talk on mine. But
right.
go, but going over to somebody else trying to correct them, nope, don't do that. Go to your own and talk. You can turn around and just say something, and folks listening to you.
Well, see,
Hmm.
to attempt to tell someone what to do on
Hmm.
social media, particularly YouTube, I'm speaking of, because
Hmm.
like I always say, I go any other platform and I don't see nothing like this. But anyway, um,
True that.
in that attempt to tell someone what to do, it's you're putting out like an ultimatum. And we
Right.
know what the ultimatum is around these YouTube parts. Excuse me. So you're saying you're going to docs?
Mm.
You're saying that if I don't do what you tell me to do, you're going to do the ultimate, right? Which we've seen the ultimate be either doxing,
Mm-hmm.
showing your information, showing your family, showing your job, saying what you got, what you no more so saying what you don't have,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to see you destitute, right?
Right.
They want to
Mm-hmm.
embarrass you. So if I don't do what you say, a complete freaking stranger that could be anywhere in this world,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to do that ultimate. So you can't tell people that stuff is serious. Just
Right.
like this man's alleged allegations. Well, I can't even say alleged allegations because he said it.
Mm-hmm.
It came out of his mouth. So that's extremely, extremely serious to me. Maybe I'm the only one that sees that,
Right.
but it's serious. And who wants to continue to be around people like this?
Exactly. And when he said, "Well, I'm gonna," that's why what did he say? That's why I unsubscribed because I told her I don't deal with people like this. And you're right. You got a right to. And I tell you, you did my heart good. Thank you. You know, dissociate with Eric Brown. But next time, you might want to bring some proof and don't sit there and say
So
stupid
he
stuff
was
like that.
subscribed to you?
I guess
Is
he
that who he
was.
was talking about?
Yeah, I guess he was subscribed to me. But
So then he's familiar with you, but you not with him?
no. Mm-mm. I don't.
Oh,
Like
creepy.
I said, I don't know this dude. I don't know who this thing is. I don't know.
I know
Mm-mm.
of him, of his channel, I should say, but I don't know any history or where he actually derived from on YouTube. So
Mhm.
that's why I say I don't have anything to say about that, other than the fact that it is defamatory.
Yeah. And then the thing is, you like I say, you either a stalker or you know somebody that's stalking. So you be like, which is it? You know.
Okay, but if he did or didn't,
Hmm.
right? Why would he say that online? What
I
pissed
don't
him
know.
off to make him say that? And
I
see,
don't
that's
know.
where I'm guessing the third party comes in at.
Yeah.
Do you talk to her?
Talk to who?
2300.
Oh yeah. I mean, I talked to her only online. I went to a chat one time, no, twice, and spoke to her. I think about twice and spoke to her. Hmm. And sometimes she
Oh,
come
okay.
in my chat. So
So you could just be a casualty
maybe so, yeah,
of some type of war
or
that's going on that you don't know nothing about.
or you may be dealing with some people that's in my chat, and you may decide to, because you're dealing with them. Sometimes people may want to get mad at you because you're dealing with them. But what they don't
Mm,
understand is this
Lord.
is YouTube, and you own YouTube. That's it. Because I deal with a whole lot of folks. I don't know. You can be dealing with somebody and find out they something. You're like, what? No, I didn't know that. And find out it's a fact. And a lot of times you're like, woo, well, let me just kind of slightly back up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. Because then people look at you and they say, I'm sick of you. Da 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 da. You mad at that person because that person deal with your enemy. I'm like, ooh, man. Mm-hmm.
People need to grow up. We're not
Yeah.
in elementary school anymore.
Right.
People are going to go where they want to go. As long as you don't see them talking about you, you should be all right.
Mm-hmm. I just sit there and look and shake my head. So it don't make sense. Mm. And
Well,
yeah, because some of them want your attention so bad. They want you. Sometimes you don't deal with them, Rose Gold, and they just figure, well, let me just mess with Rose. They just pick folks, just
oh
mess
yeah, they
with
be trying
them.
it.
And,
They
and then
try it, but my protection game, my armor is straight. Like,
I, I,
don't
you
try
know,
me.
I laugh sometimes when I look at certain things. It's like you got two females. You got one female that goes. Let me put it like this. You got one female because people they try to copy you on the slick. You got one female. She gets with her girls and they go to California. Okay, they meet up in California. They all having a good time. They laughing. They good. And then they show pictures of where they been and they just laughing, having a good time. They go home. And then you got people talk about it. And then you got the other female that saw it turn around and throw her pictures up on a vacation resort. And I'm like, oh, okay, you did that. Because sometimes I look at it, I don't say much. I just look. Oh, you did that because that person did it. But then other time you didn't do it. So then you got somebody stuck behind an avatar all time, don't barely even show themselves. And then here comes somebody show a beautiful picture of themselves, just looking good, looking beautiful. Then they decide on the slick, as always, they decide to show their face and had their hair all done and they got on some clean clothes. I said, "Dang, where this coming from?"
Some
You know,
clean clothes.
yeah, they got even some clean clothes and got their
Well,
hair
hope their
all
clothes
fixed.
will be clean.
No, huh? I'm just saying they wearing clean clothes and they got their hair fixed. They showing their face, and then you be like, "Wait a minute, you didn't do that at first until you saw that person." So you do stuff on the slide. I just laugh. I said, "God." And
Well,
some
you know what
people,
that is. You talking about all women, right?
yeah, women, yeah. And I ain't paid no attention to the men, but I seen women do it. And I'm
Because
like,
men don't do that. I mean,
mm-hmm,
let me just say, most men don't do that. But
yeah,
mainly women do that.
right.
That's the problem. They either they want you to be jealous or they think you're jealous because they're jealous.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah, 'cause it was just so funny to me because I said, "Dang!" And then you don't. Some people catch it, some don't. But you be looking like, "Oh, that person just did that because they see somebody else uh took a vacation to California and they decided they a little jealous of the other women that met up.
But
So they
that's a
said,
good
so it
thing.
is what it is, though. I'm
Who
like,
would be jealous of that?
whoo,
Who would
huh?
be jealous of that? What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just so funny how they all of a sudden now they want to show themselves on a vacation and then
Mm.
smiling and showing all 92 teeth in their mouth. And I'm just like, are you
Well, that
serious?
just mean they probably never went nowhere, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. It's just like, okay, you can see some of the women, they never show their face. They never show their real name. And then all of a sudden they show their real face. And then the other ones decide to do the same thing. You're like, well, wait a minute. She did it, but okay. You just catch a little stuff. And some people don't catch it. So you know how they need a roll go.
It's social media. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
sad. It's sad that
Mm-hmm.
this is what it has come to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think people are literally inviting thousands and thousands, and I'm only saying thousands
Mm-hmm.
because of YouTube.
Right.
I'm sorry, these peanuts are good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you're inviting all these people into your life to just bring you a whole lot of energy that you don't even know what type of energy they're bringing.
But you know that was funny when you invite somebody and when you find out what kind of people you're dealing with, you're like, no, that's okay. I'm good. Never mind. You just like, I can't do this.
Hmm.
I can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Because it should be easy to. It should be the easiest thing to do is to walk away from someone on social media.
Right, right. And I try to talk about topics and I was laughing and I be thinking about, looking at movies on Hulu or Netflix and I said, I see what you're saying. Sometimes you gotta take a breather. Sometimes you gotta look at your movie, Chuck. You gotta look at a
Yeah.
movie or something, read a book or something, you know. Sometimes you go and I look at and even with some folks they don't mean good, I sometimes listen to a little love and I say, okay, they ain't talking about nothing. And then when you go to the people that you deal with and they talk about something and they upset about something, then they tell you I was over in what's called chat and they said this about me, says I said, huh? And you be like, I don't know what, for real? Then you go over there and listen and say, oh, yeah, they sure did say it. Mm-hmm. And then you just leave. So that's sad.
I mean, I just remember the days when YouTube was really a content driven platform. I would
Oh,
always only come to YouTube to listen to music
yes.
and whatever it is I wanted to know, how to grow a lemon tree or how to do it was informational. It was an
I saw that.
informational content driven platform. This crap that's going on now, yeah. Mm-mm,
Because
mm-mm.
somebody, yeah, because I remember, like I said, I was over at Truth Out Loud. It was like every Friday. I like
Mhm.
forget the TV. It was every Friday night, Saturday night.
Mhm.
Man, I used to love listening to Truth Out Loud. And you hug it and Truth Out Loud had me laughing. But with that Kanika Jenkins, I was interested. I was up in there listening. I said, man, they making good points. And then
Yeah,
I
the three of
remember,
us had a great camaraderie when it
yes,
was good. Yeah.
and I remember they started joking and checking. Iceberg was in there, and so when I started, because I didn't think nobody was studying me, so I started joking and laughing, typing stuff in. Then Huggy said, "Wait a minute, man, this Eric Brown is really stupid," you know. So I like started saying what, and then I just started, and then it started from there. Just listen to him, Money. I miss Money, but it was good like that. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, straight drop come in there with them blue videos. I had me trip. He had me believe, man, this is straight drop. Man, this man a trip. But it was good. It was good and shit. Then I look like after that stuff started happening, folks started getting into it, and then certain people just left. They just left YouTube, and not,
You know
and
why? Because they
yeah.
realize and recognize that they have a choice to either decide to continue to let this BS marinate on their brain, or
Hmm.
they just gonna be gone someplace else because it turned
Right,
into pure BS.
right.
Let's just keep it 1,000%.
Hmm.
Shoot, I
Yeah,
would have
and
left
so
too, but hey, it's the YouTube matrix. I had to
right,
snatch myself up out of it,
right,
so I
right.
know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. I had to come up out of here because well, them folks was really tripping off her. Oh, hey, what's this? Scorpion Mama. Also, hey, Cole Peps, hey, Sakina. But I had to come up out of it. I mean, I'm like, man, it's like Aquaman. I had to swim up out of here. But I had to talk from what's on my heart, and I tell anybody, I love the people that I deal with. And it's the people that I don't deal with like that, I still love them. That's Eric Brown. That's the type of dude that Eric Brown is. He's very forgetful. Not forgetful, I meant to say forgiving. Thank you. I mean, forgiving, you know. And I just like sometimes I go over to your live and I sit back and I listen. And then I like the things you did honoring your mom and the pictures when you were young. I said, "Ooh, Rose Gold, cut up," you know. But it is. Oh, well, that talks to you.
My pictures.
Yes, Sakina, you can come up. Mama will stay. I hate host. Yeah, it's just the way it is, though. It's just the way it is. So things
Hey,
are.
Cold Pepsi, Sakina,
And
Forever
Cold Pepsi.
Lisa.
I remember all those channel heads hold. I love Cold Pepsi. Cold Pepsi.
I do too.
Cold
That's
Pepsi.
my
Eric
chat
won't let it
buddy.
change you. Yeah.
That's my chat buddy. Me and Cold Pepsi be having the same views,
Oh
same
yeah,
points of
yeah.
view.
Cold Pepsi. Let me see. Foot Soldier them been around a long time. Uh,
Yeah.
Forever Lisa. When I found out her old name, I said, "What? You mean you tell me that was Forever Lisa?" No, she didn't. Forever Lisa, I'm gonna get you. I thought about it. I said, "Forever Lisa." I didn't know that. Oops, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no disrespect. Here you go. Yeah, you can come up, Sakina. Yeah, but like I said, man, Forever Lisa, when they told me who she was, I said, "What?" My girl, Forever Lisa. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, yes, yes. But like I said, that's why a lot of time I go back to old lives. I just sit there and listen. Cause sometimes you don't realize you learn a whole lot, cause like you used to be on a live a whole lot, Rose Gold. And then like, what Rose Gold? Like, cause I would tell them, yeah, Rose Gold, he ain't there. Rose Gold probably watching her movie.
I'm taking steps and strides to bring more content. You got to come every Tuesday to the
Mhm.
Rose Room. I don't know what else to tell anybody,
Oh,
but
you say every
we've
Tuesday?
been having some really good lives lately. So
What time do you do the Rose Room? You say every Tuesday. I'll be there then if it's every Tuesday. I said that's
yeah.
something. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some of them folk in there make two peas. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
PP, I love two peas. The way she.
Good.
Okay, it's up in the top. Can you see it? It's up on the very top. It's on the screen. Sakina, let me see. Let me just. Yeah, buddy. I'll tell you the truth. That. Let me see. Let me do this. I just okay. Okay. You see it? It's right in the chat. Yeah, cause that man. Oh, thanks, Foot Soldier. It really tripped me out though. Ooh, man. Yes, Lord. Yes,
It
Lord.
must be a delay. Yeah, usually I try to go between 7 p.m. my time and 8 because I know the East Coasters they want to participate too. So I try to make it early enough for them and
Because if I don't,
early
I
enough for
catch the
me.
replay. Oh, okay. Because sometimes I mean, when you talk, I say, okay, this is gonna be good. Because you try to learn something. And can you put it in? Yeah, it's in the chat. Foot Soldier got it in the chat as well. Yeah, you try to, man. I'm like, man, because you trip me out. But what make me fun? And it's not funny. But when you get mad, boy, I be seeing them numbers count like,
They love to see me angry, and
I
that's
don't.
why they be trying to test me from time to time. But listen,
Mhm.
YouTube. I don't want to participate in that behavior. Okay, so don't
Right,
do it, please.
right.
Thank you very
There,
much.
is that Eric? Oh, okay, Kay. I mean, Kay, thank you.
Hey,
Hello.
Eric, hey, Rose Gold.
Hey,
Hey, how
Sakina,
you
I'm gonna go
doing?
on mute and let y'all talk.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good
Hmm.
evening, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm okay. I haven't been able to like have a verbal conversation with you, only like within a chat or through videos. Now, the reason that I want to talk to you is because I heard a video that was made the other day, right? And I reacted to it last night. I
Hmm.
spoke on it, whatever the case. What I
Hmm.
want to first come up here and tell you is that the video that I made telling you or saying to you what you better not do, or this is that and the third. I did make a video and I said publicly that was wrong because I went back and I listened to myself. I listened to my tone and I listened to the things that I said. So
Hmm.
that was wrong for me to come off at you and say to you, even as you being an older man, what you better not do, or you know what I'm saying, whatever,
Right.
what you better not do. That was wrong for me to take that tone and have that type of attitude. I was in my feelings about certain things, so it was other things that was bothering me along with that. So maybe part of me gave you something that wasn't your crack. Let me say it like that because I know you don't like the cussing, so I will
Hmm.
respect your panel. Now, what I was trying to do was prevent certain things from happening with you. And what those certain things was videos being made about you, things being said about you, rumors, people trying to destroy your character that don't even know you. Knowing that
Right.
I had already experienced certain things with this same person, and when I heard him saying the things he was saying, I came to you. I put it under a comment. I gave you the timestamp. I was
Hmm.
upset. I was
Hmm.
upset because I do know that, with you being on YouTube, like one thing I have not ever heard of you, you know what I'm saying, speaking of
Right.
harming anybody's kids or speaking of anything
Right.
ill of anybody's kids. I have not ever heard that. So when I heard the things that was being said and, the person that it was surrounding, it was like, wait a minute,
Oh, hold on.
he
Hold on for me. Oh, okay, Cold Pepsi. Yeah, I believe she did. I believe she did. Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Springer. My bad.
I, you know,
Hmm.
it was one of those things because I made a few videos. It was one of them things where I said in my video, if he start making videos about Eric, it's going to be a problem because it all generates around that person. Now, I know who was in my circle a long time ago, and I know that you was not one of the people. Like I said before, and I said in the video, Eric came to me when I had the Hey Live channel, and he told me, he said, "Listen, honey, I can't come over here and listen to you like that because you got a mouth like a sailor. You got a potty mouth, and I'm not into that type of talk." You even told me that one time on one of your lives. And I
Hmm.
said that. So I already knew and I know why you don't come over to my channel like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So when you do, it is a pleasure that you do come.
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
When I how can I say, when we have been out here together and you know that a person don't have anything to do with they don't know nothing about what's going on. They might, have an idea, but they don't know anything to what's going on up to date. And their
Right.
name is put in something like smudged like that is how can it's bothersome to me, because again, the same person did the same thing to me, and what I did not want to happen to you was videos made about you, nasty things said about you. And that's why I said from the first day, I don't believe that Eric knows this person. I said that because
Right. Because
how
when
can
you
I
said
say?
that, you did say that, and I went over and I saw it, and I didn't see it, but then I went over there and I looked through it, and he was talking about EB. Oh, he's talking about me. I said, well, dang, I said, I don't know this dude. I don't know this thing. I don't know who this person is. And when I saw them lips, I said, oh, shoot. And I looked at it and I said, I can't look at it no more. I can't listen to it no more. So I said, I'm good. Because, like I said, you don't have no proof. You put me in something. My channel is on positivity and on food, on laughter, food, and maybe a little bit of politics, maybe. But I will say this, Sakina, so you understand it. You dealt with Lovely the Great, and I did too. I've been wanting to say this, and the reason not that you're cussing, because you have always made me laugh. I'm gonna tell the truth. We laugh in your chat. Because you funny to me. I don't know about everybody else. Because like I said before, I'm very forgetful. Not forgetful. What I'm saying, Rose Gold, forgiving. Okay. But when I had a wrench in your chat during that time, then you had took my wrench away. No problem. I wasn't mad at you because you know I don't deal with all them folk in there, because some of them will say something and I might end up saying something or go do a live and they're like, no, let me back up. But I've looked at on the replay some of the things that wasn't funny, that I didn't like. I didn't say nothing. So I just sit back on some of the stuff that was funny. I laughed. And that just was it. So to me, you're not an enemy to me. So like I said, people make lives. Some people make lives about Eric. They can't stand. They hate Eric. They can't stand him. But Eric don't hate anybody. I love them. I just let them talk long enough and let them hang themselves when I don't respond to them. When I don't respond to them, then you sitting back there, you listen like, he ain't thinking about you, so why don't you stop? They don't want to stop. Let them go. And next minute, know what happens. People come over here and watch Eric Brown. Let me go over here. Let me see what he's talking about, Eric Brown. Let me see what Eric Brown cooking is about. Some will talk bad, some smart about my cooking. I don't take it down. I leave it there so everybody can look and read. And next minute, know it's gone. So when you said what you said, I did react on it. So that's why I'm like, oh no, and them lives wasn't done about them. It wasn't even thinking about them at the time. I'm trying to do talking about different things that happen, but sometimes it happens to go around certain people that do dumb things. I mean, they do it, they say it, it is what it is.
Well, like I said, I assumed. So, you know what I'm saying? When I saw it, I did assume because, she had just went live or whatever the case may be. And I did. I assumed that you were talking about them. So when I made the statements that I was making, that's why I made those statements that I was making. So, I apologize for assuming that those videos were about them. You understand what I'm saying? But I still felt some type of way about what was going on with you.
Yeah.
And I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, because I was telling somebody else that same thing. And like in my life, it was just a lot of people in the YouTube are married. And some husbands pretty much are not on YouTube. And they'll tell their wife, hey, come off of there. Be quiet. The kids will listen to you. Because you in your home. I don't know when you're in your car. But I feel like if you're married, you happily married, you ain't gonna be on YouTube in no drama. You gonna be saying something positive, or most of the time you gonna be off YouTube. But when you got a marriage and things are not working out, you get into it with your spouse, and you get on here, you ain't got no man to talk to you. Then you get on here and you start creating havoc. That's what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing. It ain't had nothing to do with Lovely or her husband. No, it ain't had nothing to do with it. It was just all around. Because you can talk about some on YouTube, Sakina, And then somebody think, "Oh, she talking about me." No, she talking about me. She probably don't even know you. She probably ain't thinking about you. She could be talking about somebody else. She ain't got to put a name on it. This is freedom. You free to talk how you want to. It can be you talk how vulgar you want. I don't do that, but I'm just saying, because don't nobody too much. Sometimes not too many people look at me or listen to me. Sometimes you look at my views like, "Hey, ain't nobody thinking about Eric Brown." Okay, so I just come on my channel and talk how I talk, and I try to be respectful. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, again, okay. Along with that, like I said, I did make a video, and there one person isn't here, so I'm not going to talk to them. But if Foot Soldier, if she could come on the panel, because there's things that she said, or that she may have perceived that I was doing that I didn't do. Now, I did some clips, okay? And those clips are of the videos of the past few days of the things that I said pertaining to that situation. One thing that I did not do, if she isn't still listening, one thing that I was not doing was bringing you and Miss Betty up for her to come after y'all. Okay, on the 8th, I said it inside of the live. Okay, they probably didn't listen to my live, but I said it inside of the live that she is not going to drag them for anything because of previous what you call them post that she had made, only pertaining to Foot Soldier when Foot Soldier was over here in your chat. That was the only thing that I was basically saying. Like, what would she be dragging them for? To these women ain't said nothing to her. All this shit they have ignored. Excuse me. All this they have ignored her for like over a year. All this is said on my live the other day. You understand what I'm saying? So Sakina was not saying that, oh, she's not coming at Miss Betty and Foot Soldier because Sakina wanted her to. No, I said even on that live that that's considered elder abuse.
Okay.
I said, regardless of how I feel about them, I spoke up and said, she is not going to drag you and Miss Betty for nothing. Okay, the earlier part of the live, you heard me say, you're not dragging Miss Betty and Foot Soldier. Yeah, I did say that pertaining to that post that she had put up about you. So when I also later on in the live made it clear, you're not dragging them for anything. These both these women had ignored you for a whole year. It's said on the live. And like I said, if I have to do a premiere for it to be heard what I said, I'll do a premiere, because the last thing that I ever tried to do is have her come for you or Miss Betty. That's the last thing.
Well, it sounds like a misunderstanding. Because when I said what I said, what I'm telling you is she don't speak on us, right? But when you bring us up, then she do them stupid ass lives, Rat Betty and Bad Foot Soldier and all that shit. And
That's not true.
I'm just saying that's the way I took it, okay?
Okay, that's the way you took, but that's not true, because whatever happened over here on Eric's, or whatever happened with that, you were mentioned. The screenshot was saying like, here she coming out the Foot Soldier. You were mentioned, so I only saw your avatar up on Eric's thing. I don't know what you were talking about, but I only saw your avatar thing up on Eric's thing. And Eric was the next day. Eric spoke about people being disrespectful to other people in the chat while they're on a panel. So I put two and two together with that, because nobody was on the panel the next day after that. Hello? Did she drop down?
No, she come back.
Yeah, hit the wrong button.
Nobody was on a panel the next day after that. So like I said, when I got them screenshots of what she said 3 weeks ago and 3 days ago, that's what made me say what I said on the 8th. It had nothing to do with
I really
with her.
don't like her, Sakina. I don't. She's very annoying. I don't watch her.
I understand that.
And the only way I see when somebody unsubscribed to shares her stuff. That's the only time I see what she's saying. I misconstrued it. That's the way I took it. Sometimes we misconstrue things. Maybe subconsciously we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So that's how I took it.
Well, that's not what Sakita was intended. And like I said, I'll do a preview. You'll hear exactly what I was saying and why I was saying what I said, because it all had to do with that
Why
post
you
that
gotta
she
do
did.
a preview? I'm listening to you now. I
It all
believe
had to
you.
do with the post that she put up 3 weeks ago. I ain't say nothing 3 weeks ago, and what was sent to me and from 3 days, and I'm like, y'all haven't said anything to her. Y'all haven't, bothered her. Y'all haven't said anything. So it was like, and what the fuck is she dragging you
Because
for?
because when she was in here, she was throwing shots. So I was on the panel and I told her, you support Eric and Eric supports you. What you're not gonna do is come in here and throw shots. So she took offense to that. It's mighty funny when that happened. Now all of a sudden, Stuck got his mouth on Eric. You see what I'm saying? Where did he get that from?
Sakina. Oh, she probably made a mistake and dropped down. Mm-mm.
Where did she get that? Where did he get that from? That's her best friend on social media and off social media. Did she tell him that you knew about her child being stalked? Because after I said that to her, now all of a sudden she's doing lives on me and they putting your name in some bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm in here. She don't like the fact that I'm in here. I'm telling you, she don't.
So she
Every
holding
chat
a
I see is
grudge. She
yes,
got.
every chat, yeah, based on a lie that she told.
Oh
I
wow.
didn't tell her lie. She told a lie that me, Shakina, Betty Roberts scammed her 4 years ago, 2019.
Yeah, I
And
remember you said something
never
about
showed
that.
no proof. She never showed no proof. She never did. She don't have no proof because it didn't happen. But when I told her, just because you in here, that don't mean you're going to be typing shit. You understand me? And I don't believe in blocking people so I can't see what they say. If you know
Yeah.
you're going into a chat with somebody who's not about beef, why bring it there?
Yeah.
Why
I
bring it
I
there?
remember that panel. I was up there. I remember that. I didn't know what
Yeah,
was
then she
going
got
on.
her feelings. Now all of a sudden she doing live on me, and now all of a sudden stuff got Eric in his mouth.
And exactly, that's exactly why
Oh.
I came. That's exactly why Sakina came and told Eric tried to tell Eric what was going on. And because I was so much in my feelings about like a lot of other shit, a lot of other stuff, it was like, wait a minute. I said it in the live, like whatever I put, I know that he don't even know this man, like they don't know each other. Where would he be getting where would he be getting this from to throw Eric in the mix of anything? I said that, like, where would this come from? And then
Right.
today, like, yeah, today I got a clip of things. It's like, where do he know Eric from to say anything about Eric's being
You know,
handicapped, certain
you know,
things that he said today?
whatever chat she go in, he watches. He said it. He unsubscribed. So did he get it from her? Yes, yes, he got it from her.
And that's why I was feeling some getting even more upset, because she know that this man is out here saying this stuff about Eric. And instead of her clearing the air and saying, listen, on Eric's behalf, because what did Eric do to you that you just gonna let him tag somebody with something like that? Eric did nothing. This is when I say Eric been supporting her. Eric has her in his chat, and you're not doing it. You're not saying nothing. You're just allowing for him to be crucified like that.
Yeah,
And you
because
know that he don't have
she
anything
felt
to do with nothing.
she felt out he allowed me to say what I said to her. So she in her feelings. Period.
Listen, as grown people, it's one thing to be
I
in your
know who
feelings
you
about
talking
something.
about, Shakina. She carrying a
Come,
lie for years. So you really expect her to clean this up?
I expect her to be. Listen, what did Eric do? We didn't do anything to her
I
either. She
know.
wasn't.
I'm just
But
saying, if she gets upset about something so mediocre, of me telling her something in the chat to do something like that, that says a lot about her. We know she gets her information. He goes by what she tells. Keep in mind, she told him $1,000. We heard him say, "What made you say 1,000?" He didn't say, "When did she give you 1,000? How did she give it to you?" He said, "What made you say it?" That means it's a lie. So
And
he
she
went
said
with
it
that.
sound. She
Right.
said it
So
sounded good.
what I'm saying to you, when people like that, don't expect anything different from them. They're dope people, and all because I'm in here and I said
I
something
did.
to her.
I didn't know that, and I didn't look at all because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Look at any of that
Mhm.
or whatever the case may be. I'm just looking at her as an individual. Like, well,
No.
all this stuff is being said about this man, and you don't have nothing to say. To clear
No.
his name.
And what she typed in the chat was, "You're a liar. You knew Shakina was lying and you've been taken up for it." This is what she's typing in the chat as I'm on the panel talking to her. I'm telling her, this man don't have this type of stuff in his chat. Why bring it? Put it there. She always throwing shots. She's not talking about flying monkeys, the enemy. That's shots. I'm telling her, when she say stuff like that, that's shots at me and back.
Oh, that's why
Mm.
I never
Oh,
understood
okay.
what she
I heard
was
that
talking
before.
about. I'm
I
sorry.
I didn't know what
but
that
but
was.
see, the problem is, y'all, she lied on us and she's still continuing this stupid lie. She didn't clean that up. She lied
Mm.
big time. So I really don't. If he got that from her, that says a lot about her. She's not gonna clean that up. She not. She
Well,
not.
did
That's,
he?
that's what
I
was
didn't.
said.
Is that what he said, or?
Yes, he said that. I don't believe, me personally, he don't believe nobody stalking her child. That's just
Yeah,
me.
he said that he did. What he said was he believed Eric knows exactly. He can bet money on it that Eric know who exactly is stalking her daughter, who took personal pictures
Mm.
of her car in front of her house, and who is stalking her family. Now, the sad thing about it is those pictures. Those pictures, Eric, that were those personal pictures that were supposed to have been taken, those
Mm.
pictures came off of Instagram.
Mm.
And guess what? It's a receipt. It's considered a receipt on my page, taken from 2017. I think one of them 2016 or 17, and one is from 2018.
Mm.
Nobody been to that lady's house to do anything.
Mm.
Those came from Instagram.
When he said it, Shakina, did she say anything? No. Did she
Nope.
say no? I know that's not her. Did she
She
say
said
that?
this is what was making me more angry. She was making more videos about me, but wasn't making no videos addressing this situation with Eric. Did I expect her to? Yeah, because in my eyes, Eric f with her. You
No.
understand?
But
They
we
f
never
with
done
each
nothing.
other.
I never done nothing to her. You never done nothing to her, but try to support
You
her?
understand? But as years go on, she
No.
certain people she f with them. You understand what I'm saying? She's been over here
No.
dealing with watching Eric for a while. So in my mind, I'm looking at it like she's gonna let him know at some period of time Eric ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with anything.
She
She
wasn't here
didn't.
more.
She
She
kept
wasn't
making
here more
videos
than
and
I
posts
was.
about me, my kids, my this, my that. No, you put allow to clear this man's name up.
Well, she not.
At least do that.
She
That's
Well,
what
not.
that's what
my
I'm asking. Like, well, okay, he said he could bet money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what? That's it.
he
Who
can
was he
bet money
talking
that
to?
Eric knows he can. He was talking to 2300, which is Bernadine Jackson. He can bet money that Eric knows who's behind all this stuff that's going on with her daughter being stalked on college campus, personal pictures being taken in front of her house,
Uh
and
huh.
who's
Uh huh.
stalking her family. He can bet money and
And
guarantee that Eric knows. Eric don't
that
even know
Eric
that man.
knows. So how?
Yeah.
What is he basing that off of? Did he say that?
He's
Nope. Quote
basing
it
it
out
off
of
of the
there.
shit, off of the stuff that she has been saying.
But Eric says he doesn't talk to her. So what? That's the confusing part to me.
No,
Like
I do talk to
I'm
her.
talking about
Yeah.
behind the scenes, sir.
Oh no, no, Mm-mm.
Listen, and guess
This is
what?
what they
We
do, though.
exactly, exactly. This is
What?
part of the stuff that they do. So before videos got made about Eric in a bad way, tearing down his character, lying on him, or anything like that, Sakina came to let Eric know. I keep saying this. If y'all type in Sakina Thorogood, and the first thing that y'all are going to see is these avatars,
I
and
saw
just
it.
keep
I saw it.
scroll exactly.
I
That's
saw it. I
who.
was trying to. I was searching for your channel and I couldn't find it. And
Exactly.
then, but when I
He
put your name in, yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
so that the same thing he did to me 3 years ago, okay, is the same thing I did not want to happen to Eric. Period.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you understand where I'm coming from. When you scroll that, you're not going to automatically find. You're
Can't
not going to
find
automatically
you.
find
You
it.
see his
You're
content.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I didn't want Eric to have to go through that. It wasn't under malicious intent. It wasn't under none of that. I've been there before. I don't know. I didn't know that man. That man found me because I was beeping with Tiffany Draper. He started making these animations for me. I didn't, I was excited. I was new on YouTube and it
Rest
was
in peace.
something different. Yeah.
Hmm.
After that, he started putting out videos that I got something to do with kidnapping kids, and started
Oh,
making lies about me. I don't know. I
Mm.
didn't know this man, but these are the
oh,
things that he started saying about me. I'm not the only YouTuber. If you know Trey King, Lovely TV One, he was dogging the
no.
yes.
Really?
These
Mm.
are big youth. Yes, he was
They
dogging
are.
the
They're
heck out of
huge
these people.
YouTubers, right?
And
People
he's a
with
nobody.
names. People, and what I honestly think from the beginning, when I was over there on that first channel that first channel had a lot of subscribers, and I think that he think that I was a big YouTuber, okay? And the same thing he did to those people was the same thing that he was trying to do to people over here, because I'm not the only one. John Frank, the real Yvonne,
Mm,
Karen,
mm,
the lovely, the yes, all yes. And he didn't
mm.
know them.
Okay, makes sense.
So
He
to
go by
prevent
who
Eric
he go by who
from
they
going
associated with. That's his problem.
exactly. So
Mm.
to when for Eric now, Eric is his target or whatever the case may be. You don't want to see nobody go through that. You
Right.
Right,
don't.
right.
Somebody just sitting up there telling all this, saying this horrible stuff about you.
Wow.
And you don't know this person. The last thing what I listened to, the last time when this nigga sat up here and said, everything that happens to me and my children, we deserve it. Anything that happened, like my ex-husband, my kid's father is a vigilante.
Oh,
We
child.
deserve
See, this
it.
is what I'm
Exactly.
talking about. This is outrageous. Okay, this is insane behavior. Like,
Yes.
Mhm.
no, no,
Mm.
no.
My
Mm-mm.
my daughter deserved, and if it happened to all my kids, they deserved what they got. And listen, I'm me. I'm just like, I don't know this man.
Mm,
I
Mhm.
don't know him.
mm, mm, mm.
Wow.
And
But
he
this
only
is
know about
who
you through her.
she associates. This is who she associates with.
Mm-hmm.
What a crying
So
shame.
all this stuff
Not
that
gonna she not gonna clean it up. I'm telling you now.
Mm.
she
She and
is,
her family.
well, I see, because anything after 3 days or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be, and
Yeah, she came in
it's a
here
done
like
deal.
and she came in here like it wasn't nothing.
She been in here
Yeah.
since
Yes,
that
sir.
happened.
Earlier.
Oh,
Wow, wow.
and no
Mhm.
one said
No,
anything.
No, I
no
didn't say
apology to Eric for what.
I didn't say nothing to her. I didn't say nothing
That's
to her.
crazy.
Mm.
Eric, you didn't say anything, or you didn't notice her, or what? What
I
was it?
know. I when I first heard about it, I didn't know. I'm like, who? I didn't know nothing until Sakina said something about it. Matter of fact, I take that back. I ain't gonna call nobody's name, but I was in somebody's chat. I was in somebody's chat, and when you get into it with somebody and they say little stuff, and when they mention stalking, and I'm like, stalking? What are you talking about? Then that's when I made that video about stalking. But see, I didn't know
Mhm.
if any of that related. I'm like, what in the world?
That was
'Cause
today?
no, that was like
A few
that was
days
an old
ago,
video. That was that when was
maybe
that? Was
4 or
it
5,
last
maybe
month?
4. No,
No,
I don't think that
mm,
stalking video was last month. That stalking video, maybe, yeah, it probably was the beginning of the month, the end of last month.
I think something like that. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but that's when I did it because I'm like, wait a minute, how you? Wait a minute, you stalking? Who's stalking? If somebody's stalking, you call the police. You
Bye,
somebody?
Kevin Kurtz. Don't
Mhm,
come back. Sorry. Go ahead.
mhm.
I can't see the chat.
Wait
No,
a minute.
she talking
I,
about today when she came in. No,
Thank
you
you.
yeah.
didn't say nothing to her. I
That's what I'm
didn't.
asking. When she came in the chat today,
Nope.
Eric, you didn't say anything to her, or it didn't come
No,
up.
I didn't say nothing
She
to her.
didn't say anything about
Oh,
it.
she spoke. You
No.
talking about
She,
23? Yeah, she spoke. I just didn't say nothing because I had to look and in my mind I'm had to think. Wait a minute. Who am I talking to? What's going on? So that's why I look. If somebody say somebody said something, then to keep me from saying anything wrong or being out of way, sometimes I just sit there and look and listen, and I just start thinking. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I'm
You're
like,
just playing it by ear, basically.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
just and because me, ain't no hatred, but I'm just sitting like, wait a minute now.
Well, I'm hoping. I didn't have any dealings with neither one of these two people, other than a chat through with 2300. I don't know the other man and their characters. I'm just finding out. But I'm gonna hope that if she supports you, Eric, that she will clear that up,
doesn't
or
support him.
get him to clear
Right.
it up. I
She
don't know.
doesn't
He the
support
one that said
nobody.
it.
Her
He
Yeah.
put it
support
out
her
on
She ain't
support
Waves,
gonna
right?
listen.
her
Rose
support
Gold.
is based on who has a problem with someone.
Yeah.
Her
Exactly.
support, her support is
Rose
not
Gold.
genuine.
Let me say this. If anything was going to be cleared up, that man wouldn't have been over there talking about Eric in an ill-mannered way today.
In the first, oh, he was.
She's not gonna
Yeah,
clear it up. He's trying to start making Eric his content now.
exactly.
Oh, it's your
And that's
number.
what I'm.
So it's what I said when I first got up here, Eric. Keep doing your cooking. Keep doing your shorts, getting your numbers, and stun them. Okay, just keep
Uh-huh.
stunting. Get
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
She's not gonna clear it up, y'all. Don't
Yeah.
hold your
'Cause
breath.
what I was saying earlier,
And
Rose
she take
Gold,
this, you know what else,
I,
y'all? She
I
takes
went,
things as a joke. It's
okay.
not
I
funny.
I listened what he said, but what really tripped me out, you said I was stalking, then you said I know somebody who's stalking. That's why I said, well, which
Oh,
is it? Because you lying. It's either I'm stalking or I know somebody who's stalking. So you're lying.
Mm.
They both liars.
wow.
Nobody's stalking her child, I'm telling you.
On
Wow.
Right.
a college campus, come on, a
Wow.
university.
Wow. That's.
To say
This is
he
what
can
she does.
guarantee, he can bet that Eric knows who is, know who's behind it. That right
Mhm.
there is what really got me because I'm like, well, you're about to lose your money because this man don't even know you.
Right.
How he know what's going on? He don't even half the time that Eric is over there. If
Mhm.
listen, I look at it like this: do I believe that you know who she's talking about all the time? I don't believe that you know who she's talking about. I don't
Mhm.
believe that.
No, he don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know who that is. I was like,
She
ooh-wee.
talking about me.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. All that stuff that she sit over there and say about whatever it is, she calls me the lip. All that shit she's sitting over there saying about the kids, the daughter, pussy, pea pie, all that stuff be about me, my daughter, my family. That's all about me.
Yeah, I can't
Mhm.
listen to that. The level of vulgarity that yeah, I could
Mhm.
with in anybody. I'm not gonna do that. All that
Me
nasty
being
speaking and
groomed by
stuff
a
like that.
pedophile, me being groomed
That's
by a
terrible.
pedophile and all that type of stuff. Yeah, like so that's
Wow.
that she be talking about me.
Wow.
I know
Mhm.
y'all had y'all, have y'all back and forth from, it's just something that I feel like is not going to end. Oh Lord,
It's
how I
not.
wish it would. But for the
I
sake
did
of
it. It's not.
the
It'll end.
mental,
Regardless if it gets to a point, because Miss Betty, like I said on that video, Miss Betty and them have ignored her for years or whatever the case may be. And,
good.
now all of a sudden she want to come out and want to drag Foot Soldier, make videos about Foot Soldier. And like I said, she better watch what you say to y'all, because guess what? Y'all part of the fam. And whether y'all are, I know that those are the people that y'all hang with. And I know at the end of the day, whether y'all have channels or not or whatever, one of them people, because Angel already said something about it. Angel told her a while ago, stop coming at you, Miss Betty, and the People's Lounge, because of the simple fact they are part of the fam, and that's what Angel said.
I'm not a part of
It's-
anything.
Cause
I'm not.
I
Let's clear that up. I'm not repping anything. Not a part of anything. I just happen to be in the chat, which I haven't been in a
okay,
while.
well,
Which I haven't been
those are the
in
people.
a while.
it,
But you know how she get down.
mm.
She takes this stuff as a joke, and it's not
Um,
funny. She
Now
taking it as a joke.
what I saw was when I looked on my phone, and when you go to somebody's what is it? It'll bring you what they call an algorithm, and it'll bring the community wall up. And I was looking, and I'm saying, "Ooh, talking bad about Foot, so look Foot, da 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 da." Like, what in the world?
See,
I said, "Here
yeah,
we go." I said, "Wow." I'm
see,
like,
and Foot Soldier didn't say anything about her, and that's what I was talking about in my live.
mhm.
So
That's
it
what she
wasn't that.
wants.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was trying to get her to come for y'all or anything like that. I was referencing to that. Maybe I worded it wrong or whatever the case may be, but that's what I was referencing to, because I'm like, listen, again, they ain't said they ain't bothered you, they ain't said nothing to you. So what you gonna come in for her for? And then she's 75 years old. In a lot of states, it's called online elder abuse. Nurse Jackson,
Yeah,
Mm.
since
but
you a fucking nurse.
yeah, I get what you're saying about fam, because me and Miss Douglas was like, how many chats we in? I'm in. You call a fam. I'm in a chat called what's Sheila's chat called?
The choir store.
No, it's the
Uh,
penthouse. The
Mm.
oh yeah, the
penthouse.
penthouse.
The penthouse.
What's the name?
I'm Lit Lane in the beef sector. I'm in Yusuf Ratcheteers. I'm like everybody got all
Yeah,
these
a lot of
names.
oh, you be with
it's a lot of
Ratchet?
things that people
Yes, I'm a Ratcheteer.
Uh,
people don't know
Who
that
is
she was
that?
over.
No,
Who
but
is
see,
that
because
y'all
her
talking about,
name is this,
Rojo?
Shakina, she feel like
Huh?
she can come in the chat and say what she want to say, especially if
People
I'm
don't
in it.
know that she was over in Sheila's chat. Over there in Sheila's chat, disrespected Foot Soldier. Thought she was going to get on Sheila's panel and disrespect Foot Soldier from the panel.
All,
oh
Sheila told
Lord.
her
you know
no.
what I said
Sheila,
to her?
get that, huh?
All I said to her was, she got up there, started talking about flying monkeys, and there go one right there. She was talking about
Yep.
me, right?
Oh, stop
I
Oh
it.
my.
was laughing, but I told her. I
Yep.
told her. I said,
Mhm.
stop lying and tell the truth. You don't tell me what you have to say. I mean, she
She
just went
she went
up.
over.
She went
That's
up on
Michelle
me.
Wise store. She went over there, disrespect the Foot Soldier or the
Mhm.
pedal. So again, Sheila told her get down. She ends up falling out with Sheila over some more other stuff, right? Sheila makes a video. Now I caught the replay of the video. This is why I say this lady is diabolical. She plays in a lot of people's faces. Sheila, I hear the replay of the video because the video was about her. So I'm like, yeah, let me go see what she got to say. Sheila calling her all kinds of witches, not the bitch, but the witch. So in the middle of whatever she's saying, she said, I am JJ. And she said, get that troll account out of here, right? So I'm like,
Hey, Miss
went
Douglas.
back to I went back to go listen to what she said again to like make sure. So I left a comment. I'm like, listen, I said, we've been having problems in our community with people trolling. I asked her, do you know a person named JJ? Not in that community, they didn't. So that led me to believe that this BITCH is over in other communities, trolling in JJ name and other people names in other over communities.
She take this stuff as a joke, and it's not funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got this, and I got the video from that day. It was a year ago, and I got the screenshot of my comment for my receipt.
Well, I don't want people. I don't want people, whether it's right or wrong, not to support her based on her and my issue.
I don't care who support her.
I want them to come to that realization on their own to see how she
Exactly. That's what I don't care who supported her. At the end of the day, if I care who supported anybody on here, I would have had a problem with people who were supporting people that drafted me, and they still were in my chat. I didn't have a problem. I never said anything to them because I didn't care. But when it comes to somebody lying on you and they continue on lying on you for years, make sure when you go over there to support them, make sure you tell them, okay, well, let's go back from day one. Okay, and you show us this and you show us that. Just like y'all talked about, oh, Sakina had to be the burden of proof of this last night and be the burden of proof of that last night. I brought it to Eric. Okay, I did not allow for me to hear what I heard, that, and I know what was going to forth and transpire with Eric. I brought it to him. The burden of proof, I gave him the timestamp and I gave him a link 2 days ago. Okay, so it wasn't like, you know, I was bringing this man drama.
No, I was just telling you how I felt about it. I wasn't trying to say you had to feel that way.
I understand that, but you know, last night, like I said, there were things that were said that, you know, it was misunderstandings, okay, on your behalf or whatever. But there, you know, when the other person come, I'll talk to them because, like I said, one thing that I was not trying to do last night, my intentions was not malicious, none of that type of stuff. I know what was going to come. And the same thing that I didn't want Eric to have to go through, today he's going to go through it. He already made a video about speaking on Eric today. It's going to be tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And Eric does not know this man. And that's malicious. You understand what I'm saying? This stuff that's being said or going to be said about Eric pertaining to is malicious. I don't care if people don't like me or not. I don't care about that. At the end of the day, if things like this happen and you know that a person don't have anything to do with nothing, you just don't sit back and act like you know, I could have done that. And this stuff from last night,
you did your part in letting him know. So that's admirable and commendable. I think the way your delivery was, and you already apologized to Eric, and I'm just going off of what I heard. It was the fact that, you know, what was being said about what he better not do anymore. And it was kind of like it canceled out the feelings behind it. You know what I mean? Like, well, which way are we, where we at? Like, so, you know what I mean? But I understand. I said, well, it seemed like to me that Sakina was given a warning. Like, I'm trying to put the pieces together. That's all. I just haven't seen everything.
Yeah, I was trying to warn Eric from the, you know, let him know these things are being said about you, and before it get a little too far out here in these YouTube streets, because I've been going through it since 2019. That man started making videos about me probably in 2019 or 2020. So it's not like, you know, once he get on somebody, he stops. Eric don't know him. He doesn't, and that's just watching an innocent person. I know Eric's about to drown. He need a life jacket, and I'm just sitting there smoking on my blunt, eating a cup of ice, like
watching him drown.
That's not in me. Right. So I knew what, but I saw the shit. It already done happened.
Well, see, this is one success story, I guess you could say, somewhat, because we've all gone through that, where we share our experience with people that we rock with on YouTube, with who we've been with, but they end up still, you know, dealing with that person. We just have to sit back and watch it all unfold. So the fact that you did, you know, tell him, or you telling him now, and y'all clearing it up is amazing. That's a good job. You know, good job.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have a problem with Eric, and I said that on one of my lives. Like, I don't have no problem with him or whatever the case may be. But what I see happening and about to unfold, like I'm just supposed to just sit back and just not say anything. No, like you see something, you say something. Okay. And if people got a problem with me being that type of person, then you have to have a problem with me, because if I see something, I'm gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
And I
people
That's
had
what
heard
we're
a problem
supposed to
something.
with
do.
you, do you care?
Huh?
If people had a problem with it, do you care?
If people had a problem with it, my thing is this. It's not you. You're like, if people have a problem with it, do I care? At the end of the day, if somebody sit out here and say nasty, negative things about a person, and you know that
No,
that's not
no,
of your character,
I'm not talking about that part. The fact that people would have a problem with it is what I mean. Would you care? That wouldn't stop what you trying to do, right?
would I care if people had a problem with what? What?
What you was trying to do, what was you doing when you made your announcement of what was going on? If people had a problem with that, would you care?
Evidently, I did, because guess what? I didn't shut up
Okay,
until it got heard.
right. That's
Ask
all I'm
me, I
saying.
wouldn't care if they get mad. I answer that. I'm talking about for me. No, I wouldn't care if they
If
get mad.
people had a
They get mad.
problem, if
Yeah.
people had a problem,
Well, what you was trying to do, if some, you know, you're gonna get.
but I said that. I said I didn't care who. I said that on one of the lives, that I didn't care
Yeah,
who had a problem with what I was saying, because they got a problem with Eric. I said
right.
that on one of the lives.
But I didn't hear the live, Shakina. That's why I'm asking.
Mm.
So no, for care for what? Because what I'm doing is not based off of what the people is going to think. It's based off of what I don't want to see happen to him. It's based on what I don't want to see happen to somebody who don't have anything to do with nothing. They're just clueless about all this stuff. But all this malicious shit is being said about them
Guilty by
for no
association.
reason.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. That can be said too. Foot soldier, guilty
That's
by
all it
association.
is, Eric. That's
Mm-hmm.
how all this stuff popped off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really odd to not even have
It's
had
childish.
no interaction with this individual. Like, that's the creepy part for me. But don't come after me, sir. I'm not a big YouTuber. Okay, disclaimer. I'm
yeah,
not.
well,
These sound like
you
big
don't have
YouTuber
to.
problems to me.
If he feel like you got something to say towards him, or you the same mindset he has, she has too.
Mm-mm. No,
And
I
some
gotta,
of
I
them,
gotta
He
some
lock
of
and
them,
has
chain
attacked.
on my
He has
shit. Like,
attacked.
no,
He has
Rose
don't
attacked
do
her.
it.
He has
out
attacked
there. I'm
her.
saying,
He has attacked the whole chat. He has.
dang,
My
she's
So
a
whole
whole
chat,
thing.
my whole
Woo!
chat. That's when it was
Oh,
including
more
wait a
me.
people.
minute, wait a minute. Rose Gold, a long
Yeah.
time ago. Don't you remember when you said attack the whole chat? Don't you remember a guy named, what was it? Team Footage, and he was just attacking all the
Mm-hmm.
folks. And then when he would attack them, I look at his numbers. That man numbers actually climbing. I said, what was this
Yeah,
dude?
his numbers ain't gonna climb nowhere.
I
Yeah,
was
they
gonna say,
said,
don't be giving them no ideas, Eric. Disclaimer: don't
No,
come after me. Rose Gold don't
no,
care.
no,
I
no,
don't.
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
care.
all the
Nobody,
big
I
listen.
said,
numbers. No,
It's
meant
one
it
of
like
these
that.
things, Rose
his
Gold. I don't
number
think
is
that you
not gonna
have to.
go up. He's just a
I
miserable
don't,
person.
yeah, I don't think that you would have to worry about that, because you got to understand, again, like I said, he had already did this to big name YouTubers. So anybody basically who this was done 2 years ago, when they hear his voice or recognize his voice or whatever the case may be, they already know what's up. They already know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So like, again, if you go and look at the numbers on those videos that he made from 3 years ago, and it's still sitting at 300 and something views, you understand what I'm saying? People
Mm-hmm.
know from other sectors, or whatever sector he originally came from. People know how he get down, and he uses other YouTubers in order to come up. He talk
Mm-hmm.
about other
Oh,
So,
YouTubers.
okay.
so it's YouTube. So I get it.
I see what
But
you're
that's
talking
not
about
me.
now, Sophia.
Yeah, like I said, with
I
with
see.
Trey King, he talked about that man real bad, and like it, he had an accident, and if
I like
anybody
that
would have
too.
seen that car, if anybody would have seen that car, it was like, Trey King is supposed to be here for a reason. and I saw the car. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you walk away from something like that and you got this man on YouTube, speaking about your arm and speaking about what happened to you in an accident and what you deserved and like I mean, come on, saying the most horrible stuff about you.
He did Rita the baddest roaster too.
See?
Mm.
See?
That's another YouTuber in another sector.
With big names. And that's what he tried to climb off of. And like for me, like I said, he must have thought that I was a big YouTuber because them numbers. No, 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 no. I'm everybody all over YouTube don't know me only in certain areas. That's about it.
I mean, it's a sad scenario to have to even justify or explain to somebody that that's not me. No, everybody should be able to win. That's the problem. Why are you attacking people in order to get your numbers up? Why don't you do what YouTube is for?
That guy's
Make something educational, funny, musical, whatever. Find you some content. Why everybody just keep going after each other? It's
Rose Gold, you got to understand something. Some of them don't have talent. They don't have nothing. They do anything for clicks and views. They'll just set you up just to say something to you, so you can say something back, so they can go back and forth.
This I know, but let me say this to those people with that particular type of mindset. Why don't you unplug from YouTube? It's obviously not working for you.
Right.
There are plenty other platforms you can go to and sell your dry content with other dry content creators, and then y'all can become dry together. Okay, you have a whole bunch of dry people watching you because y'all dry.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Sakina. I ain't never heard that before. Dry content.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
It's just insane behavior. I don't know how many more times I can say it. Like,
Well, that's what's going on.
Let me be quiet. Y'all go ahead.
No, it's okay. I just, just beware, Eric. Just, anything that's being put out here, you a God-fearing man, so put it in God's hands because you haven't done anything to this man, you don't know this man or anything like that, and it is what it is. He needs to, he is something about you that he feels some type of way about. Because to just come out here and just start saying things about somebody and you don't know anything about this person. You don't,
I told you why he's doing it. I told you why he's doing it. The same way that he did it with you, based on association with her.
The stuff that he was saying today told me somebody was, I don't know, but it's just like one of them things is messed up. And guess what? I see it was messed up from day one. So if this is what, YouTube is becoming, the older we get, the worse it's getting. Like this is, I just was not feeling what I was seeing or hearing, and I knew what was coming down the pipe next. And it is what it is. I just hope that he don't continuously, after the one he made yesterday, continue on making videos about you.
Right.
I just hope this isn't anything that continues.
Well, God already
you haven't done anything
God
to
is
him.
already in the midst of it. God already knows.
Yeah, you haven't done anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I think it's because you call him luscious or whatever, and I honestly feel as though he's the type of person who feels as though he can say whatever he want to say about a person, but if you clap back, now it's a problem, and you're speaking about certain things, and he don't feel as though that they should be spoke about. But to accuse someone of stalking someone's child or having information about it or even knowing about it, I mean, that's worse than being called fucking luscious.
Right.
Yeah, that's very defamatory. Like I would, see, I'm a different type of person. Like I just couldn't, fathom anything like that happening to me because I'm gonna go all the way.
I
You
know
see what
that's
I'm
real.
saying? I'm going all the way with it. That's me.
I seen the
So,
wars.
huh?
I
Say
said I
what?
seen the wars. I seen
Mm,
how you get. Woo,
yeah,
Lord.
I go
But
all
why
the
would he
way.
want to go? Why would he want to go to war with Eric and say these nasty things about him?
I
You know
just
what I'm
told
saying?
you why.
Huh?
I just told you why. Her. I
Let
said something to her days ago. Now all of a sudden, in this chat, now all of a sudden you got issue with this man. You didn't like what I said to her. Just like the issue you and her had. He come out the blue. Remember, he did those videos before all that happened. No problem. Soon as you had an issue with her, here he come.
mm,
Here he
It might
come.
be related, and we just don't know it.
Possibility. I don't know.
Bad
They
script. Y'all need better script writers. That's a bad script. Okay.
I did say that it's bad crisis actors, and if somebody got her writing the script, they better do. They better
I
sound
mean,
check 1, 2, 3.
at least make it make sense, because this don't make no sense. But carry
mm-hmm.
Well,
on. Carry
it
on.
don't make no sense. It don't. And
That was
if
who
let me
took me at you, bud.
it,
Woo.
he's right. It don't make any sense. And
Right,
how
it
can I
don't.
say if Eric didn't hear for himself, he would probably think, oh, Sakina need to get another strand of weed. She need to get a better weed man or something like. Because what if he never heard it himself?
Mm.
For
Just
real,
laughing at that.
for
He
real.
probably would too.
Like something wrong with that girl over there. She went from
Mm.
cussing to talking about I'm doing this, doing it. If he never heard it himself, because it don't
Mm.
make sense. He was confused the first night that he because you can hear it on the video when Eric made his video. He's confused. He's like all over the place, like he trying to figure it out. Like what the hell and luscious is all I can call him. And I was like, oh God, like Lord have mercy. Like Eric, he had no idea. Where was
Right.
all this coming from for no reason?
Mm.
and she think it's funny.
Yeah. And that's why I was getting more pissed off because again, that's why I said this is the type of diabolical person can watch an innocent man fry in the electric chair and know that he did not commit the crime whatsoever, and she will not open up her mouth to stop it from happening.
Yeah,
Mm.
say, well, you might feel that way about Eric, but I know the man and he's not like that. Something
Right.
to
I
that
know
effect.
what I'm giving you a scenario of what type, like
And
she watch an innocent man die.
yeah, she ain't gonna,
Yeah.
I don't see her saying nothing because her think process is like his. They don't like who's in your chat first and foremost, right?
Mm.
So if me and her had a few words, I just find it funny. All of a sudden, now he got your name in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like what he's saying is
Okay.
you allowed me to say something to her in here, so now let me get at this man, and she ain't gonna say a word because she feel the same way. I don't care how much she come in here and talk about how much she love you and all this and that and the third.
See,
No,
Mm.
no.
see.
Mm.
Too much control.
We said
Listen,
that at the two. We
YouTubers.
said at the same time. Whoever said that, listen. We that's because listen. I'm telling you, back for soldier, for soldier was with my excuse me, a one day one. We was all over having fun. You know what I'm saying? We were having fun, so it wasn't like any bad
I
stuff
don't
was
think
going
they
on.
know. Not trying to bash her, but I don't think they know the what you really went through when it came to her.
They
They
don't.
wasn't there. It was a
No, I
mess.
can't say that I
It was
do
a
at
mess. It
all.
was a mess. All we try to do is support her, and for some reason, she just evil. She
Mm.
It was
evil.
a mess. It was a mess.
It was like,
It was
oh,
a mess.
and she ain't clean the lie up. She's still going
Nope.
with it. Probably in the
Mm.
beef sector, if she feel like she can type some stuff about me in there, she gonna do it. And that's
Mm.
what she was trying to do that day. I let it slide.
Mhm.
I let it slide a few times. But this time, like, come on now. You know this
She would
man
have
said about that.
she would have like when I say mad riches, like say she got 2 or 3 accounts, she would have like in all those accounts with me not knowing like what's really going on with like trolls and all that type of stuff because I was still new at YouTube. Foot Soldier would tell you. Foot Soldier would call me and let me know like she got locked out of her account or whatever the case may be, or she said her account got hacked so she couldn't get into it. So she's
Mm.
going to come in under this account. So when she come in, that's to let me know who she already is. So one day I had to everybody wrenches, because I didn't know the power of a wrench that people can block from the bushes. I didn't know none of
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
until I was informed about that, I took everybody wrenches. As the people was coming in, I was giving them their wrenches back. So when Foot Soldier had came in, you know, me, she was joking with me, we was joking, but then she had let me know. I think she had called me and let me know, like during the live or whatever. She, you know, this is what happened, blah blah blah, and she's gonna come in under this person. Now, in the meantime, in between time, I'm telling them, the people who are in the chat, like y'all don't have to worry about me giving new people wrenches or people we don't know or anything like that, any wrenches. Well, she comes in the chat, she say, "Hey everyone," so everybody say hi, but only me and Foot Soldier know who she is before I can give, you know what I'm saying, give her a wrench. She says nobody knows what's going on right now. She says, "I'm new here. Hi everybody, I'm new here." Then she says, "Wrench me up." I ended the live because of the simple fact I feel like you slapped me in my face. You didn't give me enough time to let everybody else know what was going on as far as who you were. Because then the people in the chat are coming at me like, "What are you doing? Who is that? You giving them a wrench? Blah, 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 this, that, and the third." Like they really chewed me up. I end up ending the whole live.
But that
Oh
ain't the first
wow.
time she did it. That's what really
Nope.
made it bad. She did it.
Yeah.
She got so many troll accounts. It's unbelievable.
That was the last time she did it.
Yeah, but she did it 2 times before that. Not the new part. Just saying she changed accounts because she got hacked. Then we found out how much was taken from her being hacked by the bank. $2. $2.
Oh my God. Oh
Somebody took
Lord.
somebody took $2 out of her account.
The elaborate story. She was hacked, and Rob King Rob and the lady from Dallas was supposed to have hacked her account. Now, I was going, me and the lady from Dallas was going at it, and I think the reason why she involved her is because of that. I never said anything about it because it didn't sound believable, because the way she dropped Rob name out of it, and then it just
Mhm.
became the lady from Dallas. I'm like, wait a minute, how, you know? After how much was taken, she said $2 and $4. I said, well, the
She said
at
it's the
some
principle. Wait. Flag on the play,
But
okay?
you see,
Hold
you
up.
see that you see the patterns are the same.
yeah,
Who you
yeah,
social, who you socialize with, then she start acting a fool because you were trying to
yeah,
resolve something with Team Angel at the time.
yeah,
Y'all had an issue and you resolved it. Now all of a sudden you put this lady in something that's taking $2 or $4 out your account.
Mhm.
yeah. But I didn't make a video about it. I think that's what she got mad about. Like I ain't coming, because it didn't sound believable. Then she tells this story that the information of the credit, the $2 and $4 of the credit card came up on the TV, right? But she took all her devices to the police station so that they could, you know, find out where it came from. But she had this big ASS TV, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, why did you take all your devices? And I'm also thinking her carrying this big ASS TV out of her house down to the police station. Because that's
Mhm.
where she said the information came. It popped up on her TV. But she didn't
Oh,
take the TV. She took the
Mhm.
other devices down to the police station. I'm like, and they sat her in a room, and they left the room and came back, and they told her exactly who it was. I was like, wait a minute, that's like an interrogation.
wait a minute. They
It's a fake.
interrogated the TV. I'm about to throw the device.
It's
No,
the first.
she
It's
Y'all,
the
never
first
took the
video.
y'all
TV.
silly.
She never
First
took the
video.
TV. She never took the TV. If you would have saw how big this TV was, I was like, well, why did she take the TV? It came, that's where she said
I'm so,
it came up on. I was so done. She told the whole story. She was like, yeah, and the police with the Angel's house. I'm like, for $2 and $4. The police wouldn't have went to her house. That would have been a federal investigation. People do not
Only
understand these
that when you
online
dealing
crimes
with
are
your
yeah.
bank, you gotta deal with your bank with
exactly,
that.
Right.
exactly, and that's a
Oh my
federal
God.
offense.
We knew
Like
it was a
they could.
lie. The point is, this is her behavior, okay?
Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh. I just like, wait a minute, what?
Well, it was well. That's right. That's what we've been doing, laughing about it. Because at the end of the day, it was like you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I made all kinds of jokes about it.
Is it? Okay, so we were supposed to do some kind of bingo game, right? Me,
Oh,
her,
okay.
and Betty supposed to do a bingo game. She calls me and tell me she got an outfit for me, right? An outfit. She bought me an outfit, a foot soldier outfit, and she want me to wear it to the bingo thing, right? First of all, she was like, "Do you want to see it?" I said, "No, you didn't ask me about wearing no outfit. So you want me to sit in front of a bunch of white people wearing some stupid ass outfit doing
A
some bingo?"
costume.
Yes.
It was a costume. It was a costume.
You keep
Did it
calling
have a
it
hat on it?
costume.
Did it have a hat to come with it?
Was it
I
a
don't know.
soldier outfit?
I didn't. Wait a minute. I didn't never see it.
It wasn't. It
Go,
wasn't
go,
fatigues. It wasn't a soldier
I
fit.
didn't.
No
Listen
fatigue.
to what
go.
I'm telling you. I didn't want to see what it looked like. My issue was you didn't ask. This is what she do. She offered to buy you stuff that you don't ask for. I didn't ask for no outfit. I was not getting on you now, sitting in front of some
I
people
just
with some
wanted to know what it
outfit.
looked like. For was it?
Uh,
I'm trying to see
was it
what
a sailor suit
what.
I
with
don't
a
know
It
hat?
was
what
a
it is.
costume. I believe it was a
Listen,
costume. I believe she wanted her to put some type of costume.
I
I'm just
don't know
trying to
what
paint the picture. I mean,
it
I'm trying to get the picture. Like, yeah.
I didn't try to get no picture. I was like, no, I don't want to see it. You should have asked me. She kept on trying to browbeat me. You're not going to wear it? No, I'm not wearing it.
Woo, woo. I just want to know, did it have a hat to come with it?
Oh,
Cause
yeah, we got some stories, okay? We got some
Probably had a
stories.
toy gun, a toy rifle. I'm
Eric
telling
said
you,
that
it
it
was
had
a
to have to
soldier
go with
suit.
it.
I don't know, Eric, if it had with a possibility. I don't know.
I
I just
believe it was some type
appreciate
of
the fact
fatigue costume.
you
Yeah.
buy something for me that I ain't even asked for.
mm.
And
We
she
got some
got
stories with this chick, man.
did she
She
go did she buy Miss Betty a costume?
No, she just picked me out of the bunch.
Mm-mm.
Sakina, you silly.
No, I was wondering why she didn't pick her. She just picked me.
Mm.
Oh,
Child. Yeah, we was over on you now, cause that was someplace that I was over here kicking my butt. So I had went to Cousin Money had found an app that's something like YouTube, but is a little different, but it just kept buffering all the time. And we all had went over there or whatever the case may be. So, being so that she was along with, a lot of the subscribers or whatever at the time, she went over there. She went and got a little channel and I told them go over there, support her, whatever the case, because we all came over here together. Child, why did I do that? The same people that I sent over there to support her was the same people that she was trying to turn against me.
mm.
Yeah. Am I lying for a soldier?
No, we got some stories about that chick.
Wow.
What about them? Yeah. What about turning on the lights?
I ain't got nothing to say about it. It was your fault. Your fault.
We was all on a video chat. I wanted to see what everybody looked like because I wasn't able I didn't know how to what do the hangouts. I didn't know how to do that. Like the other thing that you had, and everybody was able to get on a video chat
Panel.
together,
I
but
love I
online.
love hangouts.
Yeah.
It was
I like
before. No, it was like before they was able to do the panels. Like
right.
I don't know how everybody was doing it, but I had got a group on Facebook. So I was like, since everybody's cool or whatever, we've been in the chat together for about 5 or 6 months, whatever. I wanted to know, who I'm talking to. I wanted to know who some of these people were, at least what they look like so I can recognize them, whatever felt more comfortable. Man,
Right.
we had to turn on the cameras, right?
Sakina.
I said what I said about it.
She had turned the door, and it was
pitch.
dim.
Listen, first of all, it was pitch black. We couldn't see her. We couldn't see her.
No.
No, she came out. Man, she was like, "Turn on the lights." Everybody was like, I was like, "Who gorilla is that?" I thought it was one of those like, stuffed animals. You know, those people had the stuffed animals. I'm telling you.
That's
what I
honestly
said.
that's what happened.
That is the first time that Shakina said nothing. She wasn't running her mouth, right? She wasn't running her mouth. She ain't say a word. She was like, but it's kind of like Patrick when he just got that mouth open type of thing. He couldn't say nothing. Hey.
Oh my God.
I couldn't even tell. You know how they say it's a moment of silence for the sick and suffering. I just was sick. I couldn't.
Oh man.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was lost for words. I was lost for words. Like it was like breathtaking, honestly, because I never saw nothing. Like I never saw nobody. I just never saw nobody look like that before. Like I don't know, she had this wig on, she was patting it down, and I was trying to like compose myself and be like, you can just turn the lights out now, and she kept saying, well, can y'all see me now? And but she was like, well, I guess I'll just lay here naked and look at my toe ring. So it was just like one of those things where we were
She know what it is.
Yeah, she knew what it was when
No,
we didn't know what it was. No. We didn't know nothing of what anything was. She didn't warn us or anything. Like she said, it was dark. So as she walking through, she keep on saying, "Can you see me now?" And we like, "No, turn on the lights." She went in the bathroom, evidently where it was already dark, and then she turned on the bathroom light or whatever. She had like, it was just like, oh.
wow.
Okay, and when nobody knew what to say, but this one yells out, say the gorilla, just like whose gorilla is that? Like,
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It just came out. It just came to my mouth. It came out. I mean,
I'm about to throw my phone. I'm throwing my phone right now.
Y'all ever see the movies where the people got the stuffed animals or the bears and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what. I'm sorry.
She was patting that wig down. She was moving. You could have thought the devil. She was patting that wig down.
I've seen her.
When the light first came on, she was standing still. Okay. In my defense, she was standing still when the light came on.
Wow.
But you got some stories with this chick, man.
Yep. So I mean, it goes on and on and on and on, and it's still going on till 2023.
So then 2019 come the scam thing because she wasn't
Y'all proved her wrong.
Huh?
Y'all proved her wrong, right?
The day Miss Betty came in my chat and said that I was in the middle of a live doing something, and she was like, "You wasn't too." Miss Betty was like, "You wasn't too ashamed to take that $1,000 from Bird." She was like, "No, it was 750, Betty." And I was like, "Take what from her?" I got off that live immediately and went straight to the PayPal to show what she sent.
It's always about money. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
And guess
Mm.
what? It was no more than $210.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't have
Is
no
that her
food stamps.
donation?
My receipt is all faded out.
Listen, I got videos out where this woman told me, "I want to give you all my donations." She's the one who told me to get the PayPal card. It's like I was when I sit back and I think about things, it's like where did this lady really come from? Because the things that was said within 72 hours. Okay, somebody start talking about money to you within 72 hours. That is a red flag. I didn't know that. I
Mhm.
didn't know that. So when you're pressing me and telling me I'm good, the people will pay to listen to me, you'll pay to listen to me, I'll give you this and I'll do that for you. I'm not asking you for anything. And I'm not giving you any type of information to send anything to me. The only way you
So,
can send anything is through that PayPal when I get a card. Because I didn't even have a PayPal card. That bitch the one who told me to get one. And the sad
right,
part of
right.
the thing about it is when I get it, you come out and tell people that I scammed you out of money.
So that's what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of these scenarios when people. This is to the big YouTubers, those that get donations. Okay, you got to be
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
careful with what you receive because you'll end up
yep.
creating a fan. You remember both movies, The Fan, Robert De Niro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what
Uh,
she
She
told
did
me.
say she was a
you
That's,
fan.
and then that's when they
this,
want to take control of your channel and tell you who to wrench up, who not
yep.
to wrench up. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me be a part. I'm the new co-host. You got to be careful. You
Right.
got to
She
be
Listen
did
to Foot
careful.
say she
Soldier.
was a
Foot
fan
Soldier,
of yours.
what did she tell me?
And she was a fan of yours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
well,
was
see,
one.
there you go.
She said that front of, and it scared me because of the simple fact. Again, you got to understand. When I first, this is when I first started. I wasn't even on YouTube for 6 months. So it
Mm.
wasn't like, you know, the 6 months was in and almost a year that we're into me doing shows or lives or anything like that. It was not anything like that. This was within a few months. You know what I'm saying? And here this lady comes up out of nowhere, like, you know, I'll do this and I'll give you that. I came to the chat and I told them. This is how sincere I was about not taking anything from this woman. I said, somebody in the chat is trying to buy me. I cannot be bought. I let the chat know what was basically going on. I didn't say who it was. They figured she told on herself. They figured it out on their own who it was.
We figured it out because of the speaker situation. She wanted
Yep.
to buy you. She kept on harping on it. What
And I
kind of
said,
speaker do
no.
you need? And she
Uh-uh.
just kept on.
I didn't know that
That
lady to
went.
give
That went.
her.
Sound like that went real, real deep. Bottom of the
It
ocean deep.
did.
Like
I
that.
didn't.
That's unhealthy
This
mentally.
lady wanted a lot of my. She wanted to send me because I had this beat up ass speaker and like it would get it short. Us we gonna find a way to make it bump until it goes, zzz, and the bitch don't come on no more. She wanted to send me a new speaker. I told her, no, you got kids. I don't know this lady. In order for you to send me a speaker, that means I gotta give you information or a certain information to where I'm at, where I live at, all this type of stuff. I'm not, listen, I can go down there and get me another $30 speaker where I got this one at.
It's like thank you, but no thank you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
listen,
yeah, thank you, but no
mm-mm.
thank you,
And
and keep
I
it
didn't allow
pushing.
she
for,
took offense to it.
I didn't allow for, she thought I was poor.
Yeah, because she
Well,
said,
according to everybody on YouTube, everybody is poor.
you know what? I know I am. She was like, I thought all of y'all was giving her money. We didn't know what was given until it was said. Wasn't nobody clocking nobody donations.
No. Nope.
But when people are donating,
Sorry.
it should be from the heart and be left at just that.
No,
Well,
it's
it wasn't. It was all. It was other arterial motives with this, and whatever the other
Clearly.
arterial motives, uh, back then I can't tell you what they were. I cannot tell you because it. You got to look at it like in the beginning of me doing YouTube, and what I'm saying, gaining a following or whatever. It's like so many people that what I'm saying, I want to be attentive to, but I can't. I only have a few select that I can do that with. And she was
Hmm.
just one of them. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
So if she wasn't a part of the equation of a lot of things that, what I'm saying, we would have fun doing, and she never found my chat or never stumbled upon me, we probably still would be like Allstate in good standing.
Well,
We probably would have had other
okay.
stuff,
What was
other.
the straw that broke the camel's back that made it be up and stuck, if you don't mind?
When that bitch lied and said that she took care of me for 9 months, that she sent me $1,000, that she paid for my rent, and that she supported my weed habit. What made it up and
Oh,
stuck
Lord.
and
My
didn't want to
goodness.
clean it up and did not want to clean it up. She went on Lovely's panel and did a panel on it
Mm.
and didn't bring no receipts. I said, there is no way me as the receiver that I am showing, but you as the sender refuse to show, because guess what? The same thing that she sent me, everything would have matched up. If you sent this, listen, the Facebook, you used to have a thing where you send it through Facebook, it goes to your PayPal, right? It's still on my phone in the archives till this day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
listen, you don't.
Everything
I
that was
get it.
said. I
I
made
just always
videos.
wondered.
Yeah,
Cause
And
I
she got
made
and
because
she got
I didn't
old.
know. I didn't know all of that. None of what went on. I just knew
She's
y'all had.
still running though. She was
That's
like
what I'm
foot soldier.
saying. Like, why? When will it
Yeah,
end?
she got all
if you
mouth.
want to know.
She was like
My
foot
thing is
soldier.
this. Go ahead.
She was like foot soldier. You set me back $25. B. Send me the rest of my money. I'm like, no, she didn't say that shit to me.
I don't know what for me, it is for me is seeing this with Eric. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That has to be the end for me, because I know, at the end of the day, this is a diabolical person. Things happen even with Lisa. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when I saw those things, I felt some type of way. I spoke on them, but it's like Lisa is her own woman. She can choose to,
Right,
deal
Coach
with who she
Jackson.
want to deal
Lisa,
with.
who?
Yeah, because Lisa had she slapped Lisa in the face a few times, and I'm going to say this from my perspective, because Lisa and the lady Sheila, right? They know each other. They, she, uh, Miss Lisa, she used to go over there, and they was doing the positive things together, or whatever the case may be. Until, so we ended up over there. But to make a long story short, Lisa and Miss Sheila said, "Listen, neither one of you make videos about each other, okay? And this, that, and the third." I kept my end of the bargain. The next day, she making videos about me, so I said, "Okay, whatever the
Oh
case may be,
my God.
Lisa."
Hmm.
This is a slap in your face, blah, blah, blah. Lisa said, I just gonna pray for y'all, just leave it where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, recently she got up on Lisa's panel saying, all this type of crap or whatever. So after she gets off, I got up there, let Lisa know, like what's going on and where we are at. You understand what I'm saying? Before I get up there, she's letting Lisa know, well, I'm not going to do this, and I'll let it go. What's my family this and my family that, or basically letting Lisa know I'm done with it. I'm going to let it go. Soon as I get up there, she get in the chat. She just disregard whatever she just told Lisa. No
Mm.
matter what I'm up there saying, you
Mm.
just told her what you're not going to do. And I said that, hey, listen, to me, it is what it is, because at the end of the day, certain people back away, You understand what I'm saying? They back away or whatever the case, and they don't say anything, but they get to see for themselves. Sakina wasn't lying. Sakina is just not making things up, because certain patterns that was going on in Sakina's chat is now going on in my chat.
Uh,
Meaning that other person, not my chat today, but that other person's chat. So people get to see for themselves what's really going on. It's not all me, you know. I want this woman to go about her business. Be the YouTube success that you can be. Do whatever it is that you think you're going to do. I'm numb from a lot of it. I'm numb. She done said the
Yeah,
most horrible is stuff that she could say pertaining to my granddaughter, pertaining to Mr. my granddaughter. Like, I mean, you done what more is it that you think that you can devour me or beat me with? There's no more.
damn. I'm sorry, but damn. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? And all this,
Mm-mm.
that, and like I said, for me, this information, this was you go back 2-3 years ago on this woman's channel, you'll see she have talking about my family, my daughter. This it don't matter. What I inquired in 2023, she already done play herself out with my family's information and doing this. She can't worry about nobody stalking anybody or doing anything. This lady been doing the most on fucking social media. The most. Talking about how kids is being violated, and 13 years old, a grown man grooming them. And listen, at the end of the day, like I said, certain things, this lady's supposed to be a nurse. Okay, supposed to be a nurse, whatever that field of work that she is in. And if they found out that half the shit that she been doing on YouTube, her whole shit is done.
Mm-mm. This is terrible. This is terrible. Um, I'm sorry. I have to always keep going to my mindset and what I would be doing and what I would be going through mentally. So I'm sorry that you guys endured that. That's creepy to me. Um, I think you can't control people, and you damn sure can't do it online. So
Mm-mm.
it's like people gotta let stuff go, and we also have to be the change that we want to see. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? This whole sector, community, whatever you want to call it, everybody has done X, Y, and Z. If you want to continue to do it, then just keep expecting what you're putting out there to come back to you, regardless to if you
Mm-hmm.
thought it was or initiated it or not. It's whatever you decide to, get in the ring and box with. You got to be prepared. But it really does. We do need to change it. That's my goal. And hopefully, anybody that is on that train, you're welcome to come. But I'm not with this weird energy. People getting all in your business and spreading your business because they like gossip and they like misery. There's no reason that this man's name should have come up with these type of allegations. You see,
Exactly.
I'm not going to accept anything from hearsay of a hearsay. That means wherever it might have came from, whoever said it, either way, you guys are culprits. But where is the proof? You cannot
Mm-hmm.
come out here and accuse people
Mm-hmm.
anywhere
Mm-hmm.
without substantiated proof. And that's why I said if it were me, if I was in the position, I would take it so far because I want to keep my name clear and everybody should want that.
Yeah.
Everybody
mhm.
should want to keep your name clear of BS unless you want to be known for BS.
Right.
But I don't even know all you guys gave me a lot of the gist this evening, but I didn't know all these things. So I'm
A
Mhm.
lot
glad
of
that you
people don't
guys were
know.
able to talk it out.
A lot of
Mhm.
people don't know. A lot of people don't know a lot of stuff that we've been through. They just think, this is just, I don't know what a lot of people think, but a lot of people do not know what, you know what I'm saying, what we went through early on and what's still going on until this day. And like I said on that panel, I don't feel as though that you or Miss Betty should be brought up out of her mouth about anything. Like there's nothing that she needs to be speaking on, y'all. about trying to drag you about. There's what for?
Now you see
There's
how
no
she
need for it.
pattern hasn't changed. Her pattern hasn't changed. She
Right.
make like she support you, but she looking to start some trouble. Look at this mess.
Mm-hmm.
This all has to do with her. For
And that's
me.
what I said in the video. I said that in one of my videos. If this man start making videos about Eric, the whole finger is pointed at you, because wherever he got these insinuations to even put Eric's name in the middle of anything, you just don't wake up and be like, oh yeah, well that guy over there, Riley, he's the one who's just something. No, but no, people
He
just
mad
don't
because
do
I
that.
said something to her. That's all it is. It's childish. But that's what they do. And she ain't trying to clean it up. And he had
No,
the audacity to say it.
I just can't believe it. And that's probably what's more shocking to me because mm, mm, I just
Well,
can't believe it. But Eric, I just wanted you to know, where I stand and what my intentions was, and all the extra stuff that was being said about me. I'm gonna throw that shit over my shoulder, and I'm not talking about you, foot soldier. I'm talking about the other person. I'll throw that over my shoulder because I'm a grown ass woman today. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that everything that person came up here just and said about me, trying to manipulate, distract, and do this and get that, all that, in my eyes, that was a lot of shade and that was a lot of lies being told on me out of that person's mouth, because that was not ever my intentions. And I'm glad Foot Soldier was up here to be able to confirm a lot of stuff that already went on and got a better understanding. And like I said, if I need to do a premiere of what I said, as far as the the ending part of you and Miss Betty not saying anything about her, I will put that up.
yeah, that's why she doing it. She don't like the chats I be in that she be in. You noticed it when you was in Forever Lisa. She don't like it. She wants to be able to say whatever she want to say.
So I
So
just
she
came
came on
to
the panel and said something disrespectful to you?
who?
No, she was in the chat typing it. She always typing
No,
it.
I'm saying Sakina just said something before that about
No, she's
somebody
talking
saying
about
dis.
someone. She's talking about
Oh,
someone else.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
talking
like,
about.
wait a minute. What? Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
say I'm gonna put a name on it because I ain't afraid to put a name on it. I'm Monica.
Oh,
Monica. I'm not afraid to put a name on it. But I was just, when I think about it, a lot of stuff, I wasn't trying to say her name because when I think about a lot of the stuff that she said about me last night, it make me feel some type of way all over again, Rose Gold.
no.
Yeah,
Jesus, that's the real.
it makes me feel some type of way all over again because of a simple fact. She was just piecing things together. And the way, she tried to rip me apart and say, I feel as though she was disrespecting me because she didn't know everything that was going on. But even when it was said to her in the chat, I think because Nanya said, I think Sakina came to try to warn him.
Yeah,
And she said,
I was in the chat, but I fell asleep. I fell back to sleep.
she read that part out loud and then said, yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was still malicious. Like, who are you to say what my intentions was? Because it wasn't malicious. I know what I've been through with this person, and I know what he about to do to Eric. And damn if he didn't make a video about Eric today.
Wow.
Today, dang.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of things that she said to me, she could, that she just needed to sit back and find out what everything was going on before Sakina accused Eric of. I didn't accuse Eric of anything,
I
but these
thought
are the
y'all
things.
did piece everything. I thought y'all pieced it up. But you know how
I
y'all
listen.
lie.
Let me say this. I did too until she came up on Eric's panel and the way she was talking about me, the things that she was saying. Listen, I feel like this. If I hear somebody speaking like that about me, that to me that's ill.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you're
gonna have
coming
to
up
go
here,
back and rewatch it. I'll
yeah,
rewatch it
you're coming up
because I
here and
fell
you're
asleep.
basically telling this man that I'm trying to get brownie points off of, off of something else. And, It was malicious. Yeah, this is what she said. I'm trying to get brownie points. I'm trying to get brownie points for my friend, and no, it had nothing to do with none of that. But so certain things that she said, about me pertaining to that situation, I feel as though she was straight disrespectful. Throwing shade and everything. And like you said, you thought, like I thought, everything was cool, whatever the case may be. If I'm not talking crazy about you or jumping up on a panel saying, well, my observation of this person is that blah, 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 blah. What do you observe? What do you got an observation about me for? And I was about to stop staying out of people chat who speak ill about her. I said to myself last week, I was like, Sakina, you already know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on over here when they're talking about her, and then this, I'm like, man, please go ahead and join the crowd, Sakina. I'm cool. Listen, I don't even know that right there, that threw me through a loop.
Well, until or if and when you guys get have an opportunity to talk, I'm not finished,
I don't want the opportunity. I don't
you
want
didn't
it.
even
You
hear
want
what
to
I
know
was getting
why?
ready to say.
I
Listen to me.
apologize.
Listen, all I'm saying is if and when it happens, because it's going to happen. I'm just saying that I hope that you guys get some type of clarification one way or the other. This is what it is. It needs to just end. When you dislike somebody, people, and I'm not talking to you specifically. When you dislike somebody, you just don't watch them, don't engage, don't be around them. Like, it's just that simple.
She jumped on Eric's panel. She was on Eric's panel.
I just said I wasn't talking about you specifically.
Oh, okay.
I'm just speaking to the general YouTube chat public, and yeah. But the first part was to you specifically, and that's genuine. I do hope you guys work it out or decide to just not rock with each other no more. Either way,
well, we don't rock with each other. We don't rock with each other. Let me correct that. My thing is that we was cordial. So if we were cordial, right? Why would you jump on the panel and just start, saying all this disrespectful stuff about me? And then when I hear it, like I'm supposed to be what? I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, she right. I was being malicious. I was doing this, and oh yeah, her observation. No, I do that. I'm human just like you are. If I hear somebody saying some stuff about me that I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that stuff. That girl came straight and bashed me and didn't even know what the hell she was talking about.
All right, y'all. I don't mean to break this up, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to lay it down. Plus, I got to put this phone on charge. You know how these phones are. It ain't like the phones on the pole, but I want to thank y'all for coming up. Also, Nicole Pepsi, everybody was in here, and y'all take care of yourselves.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and Rose Gold.
Good night.
All right, y'all take care. All right, Sakina.
All right, thank you.